I can try
Not
using
all
my
of us are
Filipino
Mariah.
accent, but that's not gonna work.
Apparently, I have an accent.
Wait, do y'all think that since Mariah Carey can hit every octave, she could do any voice?
Not necessarily.
I forgot who she is.
Mariah Carey can hit every octave. Mariah Carey?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? No cookie for you.
I'm gonna my crust then put me in the executioner's chair because I'm dumb as.
Wow.
No,
Wait,
nobody's
was it-
accusing nobody.
Was it her or Beyonce that was like, if you like it, then you should put a ring on it?
Beyonce.
That's Beyonce.
I think that's
Yeah, come on.
Beyonce.
By the way, could you guys go on stream? One of you at least go on stream and tell me how my voice is sounding right now, because last session we did, it was pretty low, and I have no idea why.
I can already tell you it sounds like an angel.
Oh well, flattery will get you everywhere. Do go on.
Easy there. Can only get you so far, though.
I was like, whoa, I didn't realize we switched from bilge to pedal already.
Wow. Wow.
Listen,
Wow.
pedal can complement with the best of them. I'm just saying.
I know.
I just checked the stream. You're a little bit low.
Still?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Shawty got low.
Let me see if I can raise the volume on this here. Bullshit. Okay, I rose it up a little bit. How about that?
Ha! Get it? Rose it up?
I'm
Oh
gonna
my
make it
god.
Alright,
No.
sorry, continue.
We can't substitute for the puns that were non-existent yesterday, okay?
Some of us can try.
I'll give you an A+ for trying, but no. Okay?
Some of us can try.
I'm trying to listen to it right now, and it's like, I'm not sure. I'd rather have one of you guys tell me.
I'm trying to figure out.
It sounds fine on Discord, but weirdly, it's like OBS wants to lower.
Oh, I forgot I just reinstalled the Twitch app.
Okay, so that's a bit better.
A bit better?
Maybe you need to twiddle
A
with the
bit
volume.
better.
Oh my god. Because I've raised it up from like 140% to 166. I don't understand.
Well, you know what the solution is.
Unless
To go
someone
over
else
it
wants
all like
to
that?
see the, unless someone else wants to listen to it other than myself for a second opinion.
Yeah, if you could, if anyone could.
1 sec.
Let us execute good medical practice.
If my computer decides to be nice to me, because it's been awful slow today.
Right.
I just heard my lisp again when I was listening to it. I'm just like, oh, there it goes again.
I don't.
Oh.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't know. I never heard such a thing.
Rose has a lisp?
Yeah, right.
She does not.
No.
Yeah, I've known you for a long time. I don't think you do.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't hear it. Who isn't present on Roll20 right now? I'm trying to think. This looks like doesn't
Me.
look like enough. Oh, you're right.
Nah, I think we're all here.
I think we're all here.
Here
Pretty
in
much everyone.
okay. Well, if that's the case, shall we get started?
Well, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Everyone else.
Let's go for it.
Let's start the adventure.
Okay.
It's a party in here. I forgot my ale. Fuck.
Oh,
I wonder how I still sound on stream. I hope it's decent.
you sound like alligator.
Like,
A really sexy alligator. Let's go with that.
Wow.
Moving on.
Like, guys, what is with all this flattery, man? Like, you guys are
Okay, I'm
obviously-
allowed.
You guys are obviously wanting something.
I want free 20s.
Natural 20s will be fine.
I'm allowed flattery.
Well.
Also, I compared it. It is a bit, not bit. It is louder.
Okay, let's.
Mm.
We'll go with that and see how it sounds like afterwards. Because if I keep trying to fiddle with it, it's gonna take a
So
moment.
it is. I do say it is better than it was before. I can't word. I'm sorry.
That is perfectly fine with me. All right. So let's get a roll call down the line. Alexandria.
Not here.
Okay. Bilge. Bilge.
Sorry, I could not unmute quick enough.
Okay. Jack.
Also,
What?
What?
Oh, you're cutting out real bad, dude.
Put one end into the hole.
Moors. I'm here. Ooh, you sound like you are in like the other room.
I am here.
Okay. See Tulius and
Present.
very good. Present. And Xian.
Hello.
Good. All right. So let's get back on this again. It's been 2 weeks, Seekers, but welcome back once again to this crazy thing we call D&D.
Are we dead yet?
No.
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 We're currently on a timeline where we're having an animated special of a Dungeons and Dragons game.
Get out.
Right now, there is $4.7 million.
Get out.
You're in the same room as him. Go ahead and
Still-
throw a pillow.
Yeah.
Get out. Technically, I'm not, but I could right now. Hold on, bear back.
Yeah. Well,
What a beautiful world we live in.
it is pretty great. Although we are not Critical Role, but I like to think that we do pretty well here, anyways.
Yes.
One day will be the next Critical Role.
That'd be pretty
They
neat,
will-
but I don't
They
know.
will pass the torch to us.
I will probably see about getting this streamed on Twitch at some point. But for now, I'm not gonna fiddle with it because right now I've spent like hours upon hours working on one thing just for this one session. So just bear with me. But anyways, as you guys probably can tell, returning audience and those who are playing, we are down one angel.
I killed him.
No, he did not get murdered. He is currently going to be off to another state. He will not be able to join us for that, so we all wish him a safe and good trip. Hopefully he doesn't get stuck with some crying children, because that's always fun, isn't it?
No, it's not fun.
What if he is the crying
I
children?
know, but it's
I don't
not fun.
Yeah, major air quotes on another state.
Yeah.
He's gone to the outer
Well,
reaches.
listen, I don't want to.
I like to think he is the crying children.
He's the child. But no,
Safe
he'll be.
travels, Alexander.
Yeah, we wish Alexander some safe travels. Have a good time, my dude. And when he comes back, we will get into the rest of his arc as well too. But for now, I'll explain that chronologically speaking in a minute. So instead of diving into that, we're gonna dive into Xian's side story today, which is going to be called Legacy of the Past, and you'll see why soon enough. I'll just go ahead and recap for you guys real quick. Let's see, the Bahamut brothers went out and tried to... Well, Ven tried to get them to go out to have a good time. Bilge was having it, but Moore's not so much. Until a blood mage showed up. Very, very aggressive, very bloodthirsty. And you guys decided
Very rude.
Yeah, very rude. Got to kick his ass, and everything was good at first until a bunch of Hightower armed forces showed up. There was a bunch of them, and you guys thought it would be a much better idea to run, especially after being coaxed from a other blood mage who seemed to be more on your side. Turns out his name was Zach, and he wanted to help you guys out with something because he felt like something was a bit off, and sure enough, his feeling was correct when he found out that both of you guys sort of had some weird thing going on with a possible blood curse on Moors and something spiritually speaking for Bilge. You guys are still trying to figure out what exactly those things are, but Zach said he would help you out as long as you help him out. But since you guys have a connection to basically an alchemist, you now can use him to possibly make some potions and such.
AKA Molotovs.
Molotovs.
Not
No.
what I had in mind.
Oh,
But
hand grenade.
you could,
Better.
I mean, he could make it. It's just, I think it would be a little bit above him, or below him, I should say.
You expect too much of us.
Sometimes I do. But anyhow, afterwards, we found out at this time that a little more about Alexander, as he is a part of an organization known as the Arcliners, and he got to meet, all of us sort of got to meet the boss. His name's Dale. And he has a penchant for grilling Alex every way he possibly can at any given moment. And it is. And let me just add this as well too. Playing him is incredibly fun. But anyways,
Notice.
we found out though that Wraith is actually still alive. And not only that, he is with friends with a group known as Apex. 4 others, including him. And Dale mentioned that they are very dangerous, and that Alexander should keep an eye out on them. There was also another woman in the room as well, too, a mute woman, who actually turned out to be none other than Alexandria in disguise. Once
Hi.
the meeting was over, Dale mentioned that Alexander's going to have to find out sooner or later, meaning that Alexandria is a part of the group as well, too. In secret. However, once this meeting was all over and done with, not everything was set and straight, as Alexander left some interesting information behind that Kane found. As it turns out, it was a cipher of sorts. And that's kind of where you guys are currently. It's a day after when you guys found and look at the notes. And I'll say right now is that you guys, in character, are kind of still trying to figure out what it means. You're not exactly certain. You're still kind of cracking it.
I'm getting so close.
Bilge cannot read.
Read, yes.
But, yeah, so you guys are sort of kind of figuring it out. However, we'll move the scene to Xian. It is a day after you guys decided to undertake this task. Where are you currently stationed at inside the HQ?
Currently? Probably tinkering. So that'd be around Maya.
Righto, you'd be around Maya. So,
Yes.
currently you are inside the research lab. It is, she's had to leave for a little bit to go grab a couple of things. Currently, the replacement for Thomas isn't here quite yet. She did say that he would be here sooner or later. But considering that he's coming from a different branch, the European branch of the Silver Hand, that is, is taking some time for him to get there. She did mention that he is a gnomish artificer, kind of similar to Thomas, but a little bit more serious. Takes his job with a little more pride. So you're not kind of like expecting not a whole lot of change, except now there will be 2 short people inside the research lab.
What? I mean, not that bothers me.
Yeah, no, you just got like several feet on them. That's all. So what are you doing inside the research lab? That is, besides sort of trying to crack this code that Alexander has sort of made. What else?
Yeah, I definitely have like my notebook set out
Yeah.
with. Like, of course, my phone is sitting next to it, so it's got like pictures of that code.
Yeah. You made sure to record all the data just in case if the pages go missing or whatever. You might lose them. You never know.
Right.
So you got everything.
So I got that sitting off to the side. At some point, like halfway through cracking it, I decided to be a good idea to like summon Harmony, and of course I'm looking over my weapon. Just like inspecting it for anything out of the ordinary.
Right.
You know, dirt, dust, whatever. Because even soul weapons need cleaning.
Yeah, like
it's a firearm.
Yeah, that's the thing about soul weapons is that what you kind of found out is that they are very similar to anything real and tangible, except as mentioned before previously by many different people, the weapons themselves are a reflection upon you, which means that they are only as good as you are at the moment. So say if you're not 100%, your weapon's not going to be 100% either. So making sure that you're taking maintenance on it as well too. You've kind of learned a little more about this weapon, and in a strange way as well too, a little bit more about yourself. So
Nifty.
Yeah. Was there anything that you were trying to accomplish specifically inside the lab?
Nothing that I can't. Well, nothing I don't think I can do without our little gnomish friend being here.
Right. You have wide arrays of like tools and such you can use. So if there is something, a project you want to work on, maybe perhaps researching something, you are absolutely allowed to do so.
Okay. I didn't mind. Actually, there would be one thing. Let's see. Let's see if I can word this evening. That's the trick. Thomas did present me with a blueprint of the rifle he was talking about. Is there any way I can find it?
He didn't necessarily present a blueprint. It was more such
Or
an
he
he said it was an idea.
An idea. Okay.
He said that he could help out with that, but considering the fact that he's now absent, you're gonna have to make that on your own.
Big grin. Since no camera right now. Yeah, okay.
So is that what you? So you were trying to make what exactly?
Well, what my sheet says is bad news. It's actually a rifle.
Indeed, it is basically an AMR.
Rapid pew shooty.
More like sniper rifle.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's like an M99, basically.
I was trying to find a suitable model for it, but I haven't found one yet, so I don't have anything to present on that end. So, yeah.
Okay. If you're going to be working on bad news, I'll say that for the day, you're kind of planning it out and sort of trying to come up with the schematic for it. And I won't make you roll anything because you got the facilities here. However, I will make you roll once it starts to the actual construction of said project. So I'll say it takes you the better half of the day to sort of draw this out, and you've gone through a couple of iterations of it already. You've made a couple versions, but you've found one that you're really particularly fond of, and you're going to be sticking with that. So make sure you keep a note in your sheet that says bad news blueprint. And
noted.
Yep, and we'll make sure we'll get the percentage once you actually get to the construction part. However, your progress is sort of interrupted when door opens up, and surprise, surprise, it's actually Zenrin who's stepping through the door. And he looks to you and he says, "Oh, good. I found you. I'm looking all over."
Well, can only be in one of two places, but it's good to see you again.
Yes, it's been a while, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've actually found something very interesting, but I wanted to wait until you were back in order to sort of explore it. And I cannot read Draconic.
There are a few who can, but yeah.
Well, he digs through his suit jacket pocket, and he brings out a small piece of parchment paper, and a small notebook as well too. The paper itself looks really old. In fact, it looks like it looks like it's been through a lot actually. He says,
It's been through 3 wars.
3 wars.
Could have been. You never know.
Or more.
He presents it
And
onto
one game of Price is Right.
He presents it onto the desk, and he says, "I took some time to dig through a couple of things within the Gun Knights HQ, and found some very interesting things, possibly left by our founder, actually." And he opens up the small note, and you do see that it is indeed written in Draconic, but it looks more like not... It doesn't seem like it was written with a lot of clarity, more like just sort of really hastily scribbled.
So it would kind of look like one word is flowing into another when it really is.
Yeah.
Okay.
However, you could read it. However, it is... you're certain that whoever did write this could indeed write better. So when your eyes sort of scan the paper, you do notice that there is a few other things along too, but it seems kind of like incomplete data, possibly just some written down notes from something else earlier, just sort of scrawled all over it. However, the main thing that catches your eye is this little sentence down at the bottom left-hand corner. And it says, "My legacy can be found by my legacy." And sort of Zenrin's just sort of looking there, like kind of... You can tell that he's a very reserved man, but you can kind of tell he's a little excited about this.
Oh yeah. I can tell.
And he looks to you kind of expectantly and says, "What do you think? What does it say?"
Can you type what you said in chat
Yes,
real quick? Make sure I've got it word for word.
Absolutely can.
Thank you very much. Because my ears are strange.
There we go.
Huh. Okay, thank you.
My legacy can be found by my legacy.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting, huh? Cryptic. It says, my legacy can be found by my legacy.
Waldo
What?
can be found by Waldo.
No, Waldo's dead. Anyway.
Wow.
Waldo?
I'll find the picture later.
Nah, he ran off of Carmen Sandiego. Anyhow.
That makes sense. I shipped them too.
Okay, back to what we're doing.
Yeah, back to this. You can see Zenrin sort of like... It's just his eyes sort of move over to the side as he's pondering quite hard about this, and he says, "I'm not honestly sure what that means. That's heavily cryptic, and I imagine that is indeed by Magnus himself."
I have no reason not to believe it.
Interesting. What do you think, then? What do you think that means?
Could be talking about the item we found, or the rest of the item.
I imagine that's what he means by legacy, but that second part, the other legacy, you can sort of see he's thinking quite hard on it, and although no light bulb seems to go off at the moment.
Would it be possible if Xian would have heard a story about such a legacy or a double legacy or something like that?
Not quite. This is sort of on more... Because a lot of the stories you've heard about him specifically have been sort of chronicled by other people.
Right.
Mostly from his own organization and possibly some other bards that may have seen or heard of him.
Mm-hmm.
However, when dealing with this quote-unquote legacy, that's something he kept very secret. And a lot of the information went to the grave with him. So, you wouldn't quite know about that.
Okay. Just wanted to clear that.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
At this point, Zenrin kind of stops for a second, and then he looks to you and he says, I might actually have an idea now that I think about it. It might... Now, this is possibly a stretch, but I wouldn't put it past him. This could mean someone of his own family.
Own family.
And if that's the case, I might know who we can talk to for this.
Oh, so the old man had kids.
Whoa. Someone outside his family, so like his true family, or are we talking to people he adventured with?
Yes, absolutely, indeed, blood related.
What? Okay. Well, that's quite interesting to me. And if it's the only lead we've got.
Quite so. And if that's the case, we'll be traveling once again, just as we did before.
Fine with me.
Well, if that's the case.
I've got no problem traveling.
Well, if that's the case, you may want to gather whoever you wish to join you for this.
Boy, who could that be?
For I imagine it's going to be an interesting one again, I'm certain.
Of course. Would it be anything but interesting? I mean, adventures usually end up such. And we're gun knights. Wouldn't be fun if it wasn't.
Oh, of course. It has to be exciting. It always is.
I reach over for my phone.
Okay.
And pick it up, and I send a message to
everybody.
Everybody, pretty much, just like before.
Everybody.
Mass text the world.
Yep. So everybody here, all the seekers, and Kane.
Everybody.
Yeah. Oh my God, Jack! I'm gonna throw you off a bridge. Anyways,
I'll help.
Yeah, so all of you sort of get text from Xian. Xian, what do you text everybody? How do you go about messaging everybody?
How do you ping the whole server?
At everyone.
Can I throw him off the bridge now?
I might allow it.
Anyway, in the text, it's pretty much just going to be a straightforward question, like, what's everyone up to, or along with, is anyone interested in another adventure?
Let me text my response this time.
Yeah, Kane says, absolutely. I'm heading back to, he's sending this to you specifically, Xian. He says, I'm heading back to, Sarissa's for a moment. I need to get something mended.
Uh-oh. You're straight back to him. What did you do?
It takes a moment, but you get another message back from him. It says, business as per usual. I may or may not have angered something, and it may or may not have mauled me.
We'll talk later.
Kane can join the
stories, adventures, a chance to maybe, I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, you get a message from Jack that says as long as there's no damn robots.
I can't be sure if there's gonna be anything or not. That's exactly what I text back to him. Like, I'm not sure what we'll run into, so just be prepared.
Yeah. Bill, you were going to say something? I'm sorry.
I still can't read. I don't know why they still text me.
You should have sent them pictures.
Are you spending time with anybody in particular, or are you just by yourself?
I'm probably with moles.
Okay.
We're praying together.
Okay, yeah, you're probably just with him. He probably lets you know that about what the text says.
Oh. You wanna go help it?
Sure. I text Yi.
Yeet.
Why Yi?
Why? Okay, sure.
And then I text AH.
Oh.
Wow.
Nice.
YEAH.
Perfect.
And back to Jack. I wouldn't recommend it.
If anyone's curious what I wrote, I said I'm going to find EMP then.
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Get it.
What about the rest of you who are being texted right now? What's your response?
Something along the lines of, "What's one more treasure hunt, Tad? Let's do it."
Man.
Cool. Alexandria.
Yeah, all is left is Alexandria.
Poke.
So many ways to be able to respond.
Are you gonna respond back, or do you want me to respond back for you?
Respond what?
I mean, you know what? I'm just gonna get dressed. It's fine. You need anything for breakfast?
What is going on?
I'm done. You too, I swear.
Ooh.
Some cereal is fine.
This is a family-friendly stream, damn it.
Hey,
Family
this is
friendly.
fun for me. I could use a break from.
It's no worries. You take it easy today.
I mean, I want to help Xian, but I also want to find my brother so I could kill him.
Well, you can kill him later. Help the dragon friend now. Says your inner lemon.
God, is that you?
I didn't know God is Hispanic.
God is a lemon.
Ay, Dios mío.
Oh no.
Yeah, if you can text him back, I guess I'll get dressed too.
I sent another text.
Money.
Alexander will be along as well.
Very good.
Alright.
So you got pretty much confirmation from everybody minus Alexander. He is MIA somewhere. Who knows where that boy might be.
I'm so done.
I'm so done.
Okay. For time and brevity's sake, you do sort of all meet up back at the same hall here as you once did yesterday, and King kind of shows up, but he doesn't have his jacket, and he's like, "Sorry, I'm late."
You know, if it wasn't for that hat, I would have mistaken you for somebody else.
Yeah, I'm like, it's crazy. I wear like the same thing all the time, so I get it. Although my jacket's kind of been disposed of, so.
Did it
What
exploded?
mall do you exactly?
Oh, welcome to the mall club. Was it a tiger?
No.
Dragon?
No.
Zombie?
No.
Lemon, hush.
It wasn't quite as bad. Okay, it's like in the medium is what of those two things that you put. We had a hunt to do, and does the name of the Displacer Beast mean anything to you?
I've heard of those.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're very nasty little creatures.
They are. They're terrible.
What's a
what do they do?
despicable beast?
Put objects in
A
convenient
displacer
places.
piece?
It's like Bill, just like think of it like a big cat, a big angry cat that hates people.
Oh.
So
And can
what?
teleport places. If I
Oh,
remember right.
Oh.
I thought were you just talking about cougar? That's worse.
Yeah, no.
No, these are far worse.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
luckily I had like 6 other people with me, so it was fine. Although I'm going to be feeling that in the morning, and it ruined my favorite jacket, so yeah, fantastic. So what's this whole thing with another adventure?
Another adventure, right. Where to start? Long story short, Zenrin approached me with some information. I was working on things.
About that whole thing with mind me again?
I hold up the triangular piece.
Oh,
This
yeah,
thing?
that thing, yeah. What, you found another
Yeah.
piece, maybe?
Possibly.
Huh.
I can't say anything for certain. We do have a clue as to where the next piece might actually be. And it requires, of course, traveling once more. If you're still up for it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm all done with everything today, so.
Good.
Is everybody else here as well, too? Amongst the group?
I am.
Okay.
I'm here.
Okay.
I mean, I think that has been made us.
Yep, I'll be present.
Okay. I just want to make sure he's, like, in this group right now, so that if there's anything you wish to do before leaving, you are welcome to do so.
You sure we don't need an EMP?
Jack, I highly doubt that that EMPs are going to even work on whatever we end up finding.
Yeah, and say goodbye to the usage of your phone, too, if you manage to throw that bad boy out.
I just shoot him this one glare. It's just like, yeah, I would not be happy.
Well, it's not really like I really care for it, and I don't think Bilge even knows how to use it.
Yes, but you're not one that has to keep in contact with a girlfriend and his parents.
Hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
Tell you what, you can probably bring your oversized remote control. That might help. The one you use for your TV channels?
The universal one? Oh, if
Exactly.
it works, it works.
Just set it to auxiliary and you're fine.
Oh, thanks. That has some technologically dependable kids like, yeah.
That's why I'm here.
No comment. Anyway,
This game's just like Rose's face, like, oh my god. Okay, well, if we're all present, I suppose that we can move on out now.
So, what the hell's going on?
alright. You guys just walked in. My mentor, Zenrin, found some more information about our previous.
Yeah, I don't think Morris was around for that. Like, apparently there's some really crazy.
That's right, he wasn't.
Yeah, there was some apparently some like really crazy treasure of some sort, very valuable to the organization that Xian's mentor is a part of. Apparently.
And myself too.
Yep, and Xian is a honorary member apparently. So.
Treasure
Yeah.
means enemies. Enemies mean ass kicking. Ass kicking makes me happy.
You know, I mean, we were attacked by a bunch of yield tiny drones, so yeah, that I wouldn't put it past this whole thing that we wouldn't have to fight something again.
Did anyone like toss a spear at the drone?
Does any of us use a sphere?
Looks at Bilge.
Yeah.
Looks at Bilge.
Oh, yeah.
Bilge at looks.
Bill has a spear. I mean, you know, if he was with us that day, then yeah, but since you two were off doing something else.
Yeah, you guys are doing Bahamut things.
Yeah, and I flex my muscles and show the tattoos.
Oh dear God, is that what I think it is?
Yeah, I think.
Oh,
Kane hasn't
I
seen
do
it.
the same thing, but with significantly less enthusiasm.
You
You
got
guys actually
matching tattoo?
got matching tattoos.
Yeah, badass hug.
And
I'm going back to sleep.
those who aren't paying
Ow.
attention to Bilge and Moore's little display of ink, Xian just fidgets with his left wrist for a minute, and then he's like, "Well, we should probably go meet up with Zenrin."
Yeah. Wow. You actually okay? I'm
Interesting
I'm a little
artwork
surprised.
there.
I'm a little surprised.
At what?
You can see the regret on his face as it's about to fall off.
I'll actually walk up to Bilge and take a look at it. That looks really nice and all, but I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation.
Okay.
Rearrange one of the letters. But, why does it say Bahamut?
Ah.
And I flip my arm up and start trying to. Can't read it. What do you mean?
I approach him and point at it. Yeah, it does actually.
Little bitch!
I look at Morse.
Mine's spelled the right way.
Yeah, his is right, but yours is wrong, dude.
What happened to mine? The letter fell off. Get it? Fuck! I start looking around the floor to see if I
Well,
can
was
find
he
it.
gonna ask for a refund? You know, I do the Reaper shrug emote.
Kane knows this because he's a frequent user of Prestidigitation, so he's not saying anything. But there's this big stupid grin on his face.
You know what? I'll fix it for you later.
Oh, what room are we in right now?
We're in the lobby.
In the lobby. Is there like a plant? Like a little potted plant?
Not really.
What?
Not here.
Is there like? Can I run up to like the front desk and see if she's got a little mark?
Okay, sure.
Wow.
What are you trying to look for exactly? Like a potted plant?
No, a marker at the desk.
A
Oh,
marker.
marker. Yeah, there's a couple of them, although they are kind of behind the desk, and there's not really anybody there at the moment, so it's just you guys. It's a quiet day.
I grab the marker and go running back up to Captain Tulius.
Bilge, come here. Here, I'll do it. I'll help you out.
Yeah, and I flex my muscle real hard.
Oh my god.
I
make it
do the
disappear.
little line in thing, like where you put like a phrase or a word.
Yeah.
I write stupid.
Oh my God.
Good friends. Good friends.
Oh, thanks, Momos. Yeah, that's some flexing them.
I
I'm
just
cut-
shake my
I'm
head.
covering my mouth, trying so hard not to laugh.
Kane's like, I'll meet you guys wherever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get to ass kicking.
Might I enforce something? For Belgium Ward, since you guys weren't with us last time, please behave.
I wasn't there last time too.
Well, I don't have to worry about you not behaving though.
Are you sure about that?
I don't know, am I? I mean, you could
Here.
definitely prove me wrong.
Let's keep this simple. You point you,
Mm-hmm.
Xian, point me in the direction of the enemies, and I will go crush them. That's all I will do.
I have your word on that.
I will be good. I will even sit down most of the time.
Okay.
Don't know about Bilge.
Bilge.
Alright, so what if we make you temporary captain, and you can have control over when someone says, Bowden, I go fuck shit up.
Oh, Lord. You know, that's actually an interesting idea, but I not have the rank of temporary captain.
I'm pretty sure you can take the lead on this. This is pretty much your... And, I mean, you know more about the guy than any of us, so...
Well,
If there's anything that you have insight on, you'd be the guy to go to.
you put it that way? Yeah. Okay, fine. Acting captain works for me. Now let's go.
Boy, just say
Yeah,
Bowden.
let's hurry up.
So, I'll say for the sake of time here that you meet up with Zenrin outside the building proper. Instead of sort of where you've been before inside the teleportation room, he says, as you are coming out, he says, I feel that we will not be having to use the teleportation today. It'll be a much shorter trek.
Oh, thank God.
However, if we have to use it later, don't be surprised.
You know what? I don't think there's anything in the world that could surprise me at the moment.
Or maybe there is.
Kane looks over, he says, are you absolutely sure about that?
I'm never sure.
Yeah, I felt the same way, and then I got
Personally,
mauled by Displacer Beast today, so that's my day.
personally, I'm always expecting to be close to death almost every mission.
I'm still learning about the world that we exist in, so
Zen just gives a bit of a chuckle. He says, "Well, it takes some time. You'll understand as the days go by. But for now, we are going to a small shop nearby to meet up with a certain person.
certain person.
Yes, somebody that I know personally.
What, like a cousin or something?
No, nothing blood related. More like by covenant rather than blood.
So we could see the rest of your cool club with cool guns.
Yes, unfortunately he's not. Well, he is a part of it, but he left. He decided to do his own thing for a little while, and I've been trying to get him back for the longest time. Unfortunately, he's not very cooperative about that.
Oh, we can make him cooperative.
Morse.
Hold
All
on.
we have to do is just talk to him about the situation, and I'm certain he'll understand. You don't need to do anything more than that.
Right. Okay. What are we waiting for?
Yes, and
How we
quite.
getting there?
You'll be following me. We'll be walking down there.
Oh.
It's inside
Oh.
here within Dawn City. We'll just have to walk for a little bit.
Well, the walking good does the body good.
Quite so. During this time as well too, during this sort of little walk, you guys are free to talk amongst yourselves, but also let everybody know about like what new things you got with your level up. Because I don't think I personally don't really know what you guys got for your level ups. Not only that, the audience doesn't know either.
I got evasion and some other shit.
So you can dodge pretty well.
Let me double check to see what you got on that. Evasion, I know for a fact you got. Yes, evasion is mucho good.
I'm gonna use it every single time. Oh, and stillness of mind.
Stillness of mind. Yes.
I completely forgot what it does.
Basically, you can use your action to end one effect on yourself that is causing you to either be charmed or frightened.
Oh, well, that's gonna be fucking useful. Seeing the shit we dealt with.
Yeah, which is pretty good. Also, the fact is that it does take an action, but it is a good action. Not only that, you still have your bonus action to still fist.
Yes. Fist.
Yeah, everyone would be fist.
And I guess
Chest to
evasion
chest.
just means I dodge shit.
Well, with evasion, you whenever you're subjugated to any sort of effect that has you to force a dexterity saving throw, you only take half. Instead of taking half damage, you're taking no damage if you succeed on that throw. And if you do fail, you only take half. Now.
Only take what?
Only take half.
Oh.
So evasion, like I said, is really good.
Throw me all those dexterity throws.
I'll just throw a bunch of fireballs at you, and I'll just whittle you down chip damage.
Oh. Oh, I felt that one. Nothing was cast. Shit.
Let me just write down. Do not piss off.
Alexandria, what did you get for your level up? What did you get?
Sorry.
What'd you get?
Your level up.
Yeah. What'd you get for your level up?
Well, let's see. I got 2 spells from my domain,
Very good.
which is Stone Skin and Freedom of Movement.
Nice. The stone skin. I'm trying to remember what that does. That's hang on.
I missed that.
It raises a
I
creature's.
miss it too. I was so happy when I got it. I'm like, I can't get this in Final Fantasy 14 anymore.
I think Stone Skin gives you resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So with stone skin, keep in mind that it uses diamond dust worth 100 GP, which the spell does indeed use. However, this is what the bargain baron is here for. Let's just hope that they have what you're looking for.
That must be pretty expensive. I mean, diamond dust, I don't think comes.
It's about 100 gold each.
If I had $1 million, I could make it snow diamond.
That's another thing I gotta go get then.
Yeah.
Along with Revivify.
That's true. Yeah, you wanted to get Revivify. Was there anything else that you got for your level up, or just those?
Just those ones, actually.
Builds, did you get anything interesting with your level up?
Oh yeah, I got something super sassy. So I got Channel Divinity, which I can turn undead with, and as a Forge Cleric, I can mold metals into whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah,
I can literally just craft anything.
It's pretty nice. So
That's goddamn snazzy.
You could actually work the Xian then at that point and make stuff.
Yes.
Oh yeah, by the way, Goldilocks, I could I could recreate anything you make.
Really?
Yeah.
You'll have to show me sometime.
Be glad to.
This seems familiar.
And then I got another spell, so I took Shield of Faith. So now my AC will be 23.
Damn.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy how much AC he's getting. Let's see. We went over with Jack. Moors, what did you get for your level up for level 7?
All that I got. All that I got was
a t-shirt.
Relentless Avenger. It sounds cool, but I'm never gonna use it.
Yeah,
I've never had this happen before.
What is it?
Okay, look.
What exactly?
A relentless
Lets
Avenger.
me move up to half my speed following an AOA.
Okay.
You hit someone with.
Huh.
This movement does not provoke any AOAs of its own, and that's really it. That's it.
Oh, that's super useful. What?
But
You'll
I've
find it
never
use.
had an opportunity to ever do an attack of opportunity before, ever.
No, you've done an attack of opportunity before.
I don't remember doing one.
It was probably something like really vague. I'm having a hard time exactly remembering what it was, but I feel like you have. But,
Probably got smashed.
probably. Okay, that's still really cool. Tulius, what did you get for your level up? Uh-oh. Tulius.
Tulius!
Is he alive?
Captain Tutu.
Sorry.
What did you
Little
get?
technical.
Yeah. Oh, no worries. So what'd you get for your level up?
Bards don't have anything too impressive. Just another new spell and access to 4th level spell slots.
Okay, well that's still pretty significant. Are you kind of keeping your spells kind of hidden at the moment, or are you just sort of?
For the moment.
Okay, all right.
I'll call upon any surprises if I need them.
Very well. I can respect. And Xian, you got, if I remember correctly, you now have quick draw.
Yes.
And I think a new trick shot. What did you pick?
Oh yeah.
What did you pick for your trick shot?
I think I'm gonna explain this one in character. That is going on in my head. For my trick shot, you know that move that you see famous Western movie actors pull off? You know, got a bad guy and all of a sudden fire the weapon out of their hands? Yeah.
So disarming shot. Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. All right. Cool. All right. I just wanted to
Now you can fuck up my hands.
If I have to use it on you, don't be surprised. But let's hope it never happens, right?
Yeah.
Sweating guy meme.
Nobody likes getting shot. Okay. I just kind of wanted to go over that just to see like where everybody was at on their skills and spells and all that kind of stuff. So cool. We got a little insight about what your characters can do now at level 7. Very nice. Okay, so you guys managed to cross over a few blocks into a more it's not a very fancy part of Dawn City. It's more like the it's not either that shady either. It's sort of in between. It's kind of one of those places that like there's not a whole lot going on. Slightly suburban. However, you do come across a big glowing neon sign that says Troubleshooters Incorporated. And Zenrin looks up and he says, "Well, that is indeed the place."
Is this some sort of debugging company or something?
No. This is where we'll be meeting our point of contact.
Couldn't have picked a better sign.
He's a bounty hunter of sorts. When he left the Gun Knights, he decided to sort of take up the mantle of bounty hunter and go extract justice for himself.
Makes sense.
Indeed, although I still wish he would stay with us. I might talk to him again about that. You can see that Zenrin's sort of a little troubled by this, but he shakes that off real quickly. And he places a hand on the door and opens it up. And inside you guys see a sort of slightly open area. You see it has 2 floors. There's hardwood floors at the bottom. Stairs leading up to a second floor, which has a couple of rooms up at the top. Down on ground floor, you do see on the left-hand side is a pool table, seemingly used already. Looks like somebody was in the middle of a game or something. And on the right-hand side, you see what looks like to be a desk with like a monitor and computer, and a bunch of papers strewn all over that desk. It's very messy.
Just like my desk right now.
Me too.
Oh. Me too. Well, actually, my desk is not too much of a mess now.
I still need to get rid of some stuff. But anyways, however, it seems like as if just all of you are the only ones in this space at the moment.
Huh.
Zenrin looks around and he says, "I wonder where he could be." Anyone who's inside at the moment, go ahead and roll perception.
First roll.
That's kind of literally everyone, isn't it?
I don't know. Did anybody like want to just hang outside? Like, what's?
I walked in.
I'd be walking in, doing
Unnatural
the business.
20.
Very nice.
All right, perception. What was that?
No.
Plus what now?
That is wisdom.
I was done. I think I have +1. Let's
Are
see,
you
that's
proficient?
a 9.
Hold on, let me see if you're proficient in... I don't know if you are actually, Jack. Hang on, I need to double check something.
Wisdom is 4.
No, you are not, actually. But you are proficient in sleight of hand? Okay. That's something.
I have to remember that
Yeah, you're not.
when I do some shenanigans to see 1, 2,
Okay, so
3, 4. So that's like 13 total.
13. Okay, Tulius got 13.
17.
Wait, what was that, Bilge? 17.
17.
Very good.
Yeah.
We're missing Alexandria. I think she's currently disposed at the moment. She's got to take care of something.
Puppy.
Alright, you guys didn't roll nat ones, and you guys got to the right point, so I'll say you definitely hear it. As it seems kind of quiet, you do hear commotion coming up from the second floor. It almost sounds like, well, you're not quite sure what it sounds like. However, Xian, when you rolled high enough, it almost sounds like there's a scuffle going on upstairs.
I'm gonna take off towards the stairs. Investigate.
Whoa, hey, wait! Damn, I had
Oh.
behind her.
Yeah, I'll sprint after.
Everyone charge!
As you go up the stairs, however, the door flings open from the top, and someone flies out and actually crushes through the wooden railing and falls to the ground floor.
Holy smokes!
And Zenrin is like kind of shocked for a moment. He's like, "My word!" And someone starts to step out from the room. I'll show you what he looks like.
Is there any way, like, oh, I see someone falling down right next to me, I can reach out and catch him?
Where are you currently positioned at? Are you up the stairs?
I was running up the stairs after she.
Yeah, you would not be able to do that. Not even if you tried to dive after the man. But you never know. You may not even want to do that. So you're gonna have to forgive me on this because this is not colored, but it is indeed done. Question mark. So out steps this Dragonborn, silver scaled.
Oh no, he's handsome.
And you can tell he's kind of armed to the teeth.
Holy
and he steps out and he looks down at the guy and he says, "God damn it, now you're making me look bad in front of my guests now? Making me look like an ass." And he jumps down, and the guy sort of tries to scurry away, and you can tell he's actually a drow. And he gets down and he grabs the guy by the collar and picks him up. He says, "Listen, I'm not done with you yet." And he looks over this Dragonborn looks over at Zenrin, and you can tell that like both of these two know each other. They just sort of give this like quick glance at one another, and Zenrin says, "I didn't realize that you were busy, Vincent." And this man named Vincent looks down and back at the drow, and he says, "Yeah, it won't take very long. Do you mind taking a seat, perhaps?"
Sure.
I sit down right on the stairs.
Good.
I'm not gonna sit, actually. I'm keeping an eye on the Dragonborn.
I'm just gonna lean on the billiards table. Just give a little wave to the drow. Bad day.
I got my head in my hands in the wheelchair waiting for this.
And
I'm gonna lean over towards Zenrin and just say, "Hey, I think your human resources department needs a little work."
he is. I mean, he's related to us, but I don't think that's... you know what? You might have a point. And Zenrin sort of drags this guy out, and you can tell that like he's beaten up, but like he's not like deterred from this Dragonborn. And he's standing pretty tall. Like, he's even taller than Xian, but not quite as tall as Bilge. Sort of in that medium point. And he drags this guy across the floor, and you can hear the drow say, "You are quite late on this, Vincent." And Vincent, shut up. I'm done with you. I got all the information I need, and I'm just going to take you out back and shoot you.
Oh, no. Was that in earshot of everybody?
Oh yeah, no, everyone heard that.
Since I'm further up the stairs, can I jump down?
Yeah.
And follow Vincent?
Yeah, you can.
Without making a roll?
He kind of hears you approaching, and he looks back to you, and he says, "It's none of your concern. Let me just handle this. I'll be right there in a minute."
You know what? It is my concern. What are you going to do?
What do you mean what I'm trying to do? This guy's a criminal. He's with a group.
And you're just going to execute him?
I got everything I needed. People like him shouldn't roam around.
Well, that's true.
Can I watch?
You're not helping.
He could be converted.
Bilge, you're not helping.
I would just bust the kneecap.
Oh my god, I'm going to shoot you both.
Well, Vincent looks at you and he says, "Well, what's your intention then?"
Want to hand him over to the proper people.
Proper people.
If he's part of such a dangerous group.
You know, as much as I'd love to throw this guy to the authorities and just, forget about it, that's not an option.
And killing him is.
One less to deal with.
And you call everybody else on top of...
What's that?
You call everybody else on top of your head. Like, down on top of your head. Kill one, many more is gonna show up.
Roll me persuasion real quick.
And I'm proficient in it.
Imagine that.
Yeah. Imagine that!
Leon's such a good boy, he just moves other people's heart.
22.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
You can see, Vincent sort of stop in his tracks as he's, like, dragging this guy out back to quite literally old yeller him. However, he stops, looks back at this guy, and you can sort of see him kind of bare his teeth a little bit. He sighs and he says, he brings the guy up to his face and he says, "If I see your dumbass one more time, I am not going to be so nice. You're lucky I got guests here today." And he shoves him out the door and slams the door.
Right before he sends it, can I go, "Praise behind me"?
Swear to God, this is going to be interesting.
He then does a complete 180, turns to you all, and he says, "I didn't realize I had a house party today." And he looks over at Zenrin, and Zenrin seems a little sheepish, but he quickly shakes that off, and he says, "Vincent, I need your help with something. I believe that you could indeed lead us to..." And before he finishes his sentence, Vincent says, "Oh, hold on. Are you talking about this being the whole thing with my heritage kind of thing? Listen, we've had this conversation several hundred times. I don't want anything to do with it." He starts walking over to his desk and he sort of sits down, props his feet up, and is looking at all of you guys.
Heritage.
And Zenrin says, I know we've been over this very, very often. However, it is vastly important because there was another one searching for this legacy." And Vincent says, "Well, I mean, yeah, you would expect that someone with a lot as renowned as Magnus would, wouldn't be within earshot of, just about every wannabe treasure hunter looking for this quote-unquote last invention." And
Quote-unquote.
And Vincent says, no, Zenrin responds by saying, "Yes, I know, but this is concerning one of our own. It's Altrax we have to worry about." And at that point, you see Vincent sort of sit up and is more attentive to what anyone has to say about this particular subject. You can tell that you can see it's like he furrows his brow a bit. He's got this sort of look of determination in his face. And he says, "So, it's involved with that asshole?"
Mm-hmm.
And then he looks to all of you and he says, "Okay, so what about these guys? Who are they?"
We're with the Good Boy Club. Points to Dion.
I
Point
step
to you.
forward.
And,
We're seekers.
And Zenrin says, "Yes, these are the newest generation of Seekers." And Vincent says, "These guys? Really? That's not what I was expecting."
Yeah, I wouldn't call myself new either.
You're right. Yeah.
I certainly wasn't expecting to see a old Southern style execution going on either, but I mean, I guess that makes us even.
Looks at you, Tulius, says, "That's fair. I wasn't expecting to have that on my agenda anyways, but, And with that, he actually unholsters this silenced pistol and puts it on his desk. And he says, "Tell you what, I'll help you out with this, but Zenny, buddy, we're going to have a real long talk after this." And he looks to you, Xian, and he says, "Are you with the Order, then?"
I am new to the Order.
And he sort of looks you up and down, and he says, "You sure you're in the right business?"
Positive.
I don't know. Something about you doesn't seem... I don't know. Seem more innocent than anything.
Innocent, excuse you?
And Zenrin interjects and he says, he is new, yes, but he shows promise. Vincent, he is one of the few that has actually managed to get the artifacts. In fact, these Seekers are the ones who managed to, well, save the world a couple of times now.
And get mauled a couple times, but that's neither here or there.
Yeah, Kane's just like, yeah, I helped. And with that, Vincent looks at all of you again. He says, "I'll be damned. If Zen's got to say in that, he says so, it's got to be true. He's not a liar. He's really bad at it." He looks he looks to you again, Xian, and he says, "All right. So I guess you're the one who's really super interested in all this?"
I am.
Okay. Before I help you, why are you looking for this? What is this whole thing? Why are you doing it?
Well, I can see his tail twitch just a little as he's trying to pull the reason up, like he had it but he lost it kind of deal. And it's like, to uncover something that once belonged to my hero. Maybe some truth behind a lot of things too.
You can actually see sort of like this, the facial expression on Vincent sort of change, and he seems a little surprised that you mentioned that Magnus is your hero. He's looks at you and says, "Really? Your hero? That guy?"
Posted and everything.
What about it?
It's just, I don't know, maybe just a little odd considering the fact that I'm a blood relative of him. He's an ancestor of mine.
My distant father.
I
And
had some idea. Gale
Yeah.
colors.
Zenrin says, "I forgot to mention that, yes, he carries the same surname as Magnus. It's Vincent Ashton." And Vincent just says, in the friggin' flesh. Or scales, whatever.
Either one.
Either way.
Okay.
Could argue they're the same. No, this is not about that. Never mind.
If you so much as utter the Dragonborn look the same, in any case, I'm going to hurt you.
Can I cap him? I mean...
Allow me. I can deal with Grandpa.
Alright. Bullying the elderly is not exactly my name of my game anyways.
Oh, apparently Xian is games.
But apparently
Wow.
elves are more of your...
Criminals,
prey.
specifically. You guys don't know much about Drow, do you?
I do not freaking know.
A little, not much.
Well.
Just looks like you carry a purple guy out the street.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to drown.
He's a special one, ain't he?
That's built.
Yeah.
On more of the topic at hand, this Drow thing is a small criminal organization that works around in these parts. And they've been up to some shady stuff, and I've been trying to get some information, maybe find the boss and, you know, take him out. But I was only able to get the bare essentials, so I'm kind of working on some small leads at this point. And I need to make sure those leads actually lead to something, because I like to pay my electricity bill here. So, you can see he leans back and he's like taking it very casually. He says, alright. So then, what do you need me for?
I look to Zenrin. You could explain it better.
Zenrin says, there was a note that we found within HQ. And it mentioned something about, to be able to find Legacy, we need to look to the Ashton Legacy, I believe. Vincent says, alright, so what does that mean then? What do you need? And this is when Zenrin takes out the small notebook that he had in before. And he says, I have reason to believe that this small notebook here is enchanted with something. And only those who are blood relatives of Magnus himself can be able to see what's on the pages. Otherwise, we're with a bunch of blank paper. And Vincent just looks slightly unamused, as like, what, so you want me to, like, do some weird-ass blood pack, cut my hand and let the blood soak through the paper? And Vincent's like, possibly. And Vince is like, oh, that's great. That's exactly what I wanted to do today. Alright. Fine. That's fine. I'll help out. And he sort of gestures over for Zenrin to hand him the notebook. And he does, and he takes a look at it. And he says, yep, you're right. One of these are all a bunch of blank pages. And, he actually takes out his combat knife that is strapped to his side. And he takes off the holster. And he just cuts the part of his finger and he puts it on the pages. And you can tell that his look goes from sort of unamused to determined, then to kind of surprised. He says, I'll be damned.
Well,
sure enough, he tosses the notebook back to Zenrin, and he looks, and he also looks quite surprised. He says, my word, and he shows it to you in a bit of excitement, Xian, and you notice that there seems to be what looks like to be, once was blank, to now what looks like to be plans for a room, and coordinates underneath. He says, this is our next lead. And
yeah.
Vincent says, yeah, don't say I didn't do anything for you.
We appreciate it. Would you also like to come with us? I mean, this is your distant relative's legacy after all.
You can see that There's a slight amusement on Vincent's face, and he says, "You know what? I got nothing else going on today. Sure, I'm game." And he gets up, takes the pistol and knife, puts it back into his holsters, and he says, "I don't know where the hell we're going, but I'm ready. I've got just about everything I need."
Oh, it's robot free.
Are you sure though? I mean, there's probably plenty of other elves out there to go slice up.
Not today. Maybe some other day. Next time they make a move, that is. I'm waiting on them to do something stupid.
It's better to wait for them. Go from there.
Exactly. You can already see that Vincent's kind of trying to figuring out where those coordinates are. And he says, if those coordinates are right, they seem kind of familiar. I think they go up to the mountains.
Mountains?
Yeah.
Well, sense, kind of.
And Zenrin says, well, Magnus was known for making a bunch of hidden rooms in many different places.
Well, no, make a lot of sense for other reasons.
Well, I believe he got inspiration from wizards and such, I believe, if the notes were to be believed. But,
that makes sense.
and Vincent says, "All right, let's get moving. I'm gonna lock the doors here so I don't have anyone trying to steal my shit."
Yeah, I wouldn't want that.
No. All right.
Gotta be pain in the ass.
And with that, for brevity's sake, both Zenrin and Vincent are sort of working together, figuring out exactly where these coordinates lead, and kind of like are off on their own while you guys are sort of grouped up together. And Kane says, "You know what? Where do you think we're gonna go exactly?"
I don't know.
I'm assuming the sea, we gotta find some legs, since you guys keep saying legacy.
No, Belch.
Not literally legs, I don't think.
A legacy means family.
You're doing great, Belch.
Legacy. How do I explain this to you?
It's like something really important left behind from ages ago. It's kind of like, say, the whole idea with like those tattoos or something on you, Bilge. Not the ones that you recently just got. I mean the other one. The bear?
Oh, the bacon I left back home.
Sure. It's very important. And it's something that a relative from ages ago, so like great-great-great-great-grandfather or grandmother or something, did something very important and left something behind for the future generation, that kind of thing.
Ooh,
It can be in the form of tattoo, and I roll up my sleeve and I show off the flaws and scales, dark flaws, just like a tattoo.
It
Or
could be
something
like a
like this.
family heirloom or something.
Yeah.
That too.
Something
Right.
Something very important.
Right. Legacies. Important. Legacies.
Legacy.
Important.
It is
Oh.
important. And Zenrin steps over to you all and he says, "Well, I figured out where we need to go. It seems that is indeed in the mountains nearby. We'll be having to take teleportation once again. Good thing it is local, so we won't have to worry about it being too rough. But I'm certain all of you have gotten used to jumping through all this."
No.
I'm not sure about them, but I'm used to it.
Kane's
Like-
like,
Cold
"I've
again.
done this for a long time now. I'm good."
Slowly hiding my pocky sticks.
You weren't eating those, were you?
No.
Liar.
Yeah. It's not going to be cold up in the mountains again, is it?
Depending on how far we go, could be.
Oh, man.
Vincent comes up, he says, "Well, considering the season that it is now, and the fact that they are indeed mountains, yeah, it's probably going to be quite cold."
Oh joy.
Okay.
Oh, great. You get to see Captain Tutu cringe again.
Water jacket. Alright.
I think y'all will be fine.
With
Quick
that,
to save us to get us the cheapest, fluffiest jacket.
Says the half silver.
exactly. Alright, so you guys managed to get back to HQ. Are there any preparations you wish to make before heading off into the cold mountains?
We should probably get some camping supplies.
And maybe some coats.
That's a good idea.
Looks at Captain Tulius.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna happen.
You didn't have to tell him twice.
Since Kane's with us, I didn't have nobody to watch Bug, so I brought Bug, right?
Yeah.
Alright,
more
I
than
gotta
welcome.
find something to keep Buggy warm.
Why do I just imagine you, like, getting this gigantic-ass parka, but just, like, wrapping him like a burrito?
I may
Oh,
have
that's
to
a great idea. Can I get, like, a giant, like, blanket or something? And, like, wrap him up in a ball and then wrap it around my shoulders? Like,
Exactly.
Okay, sure. That works.
If Tulius was a chihuahua.
I'm gonna leave his little ears, or his head out, but, like, make a little makeshift hood so his ears don't get cut.
It's cold.
I'll walk up to Bilge. I'll be like, hey, Bilge.
What?
Remind me to talk to Sarissa about getting Bug something made.
Something made like what?
Like an outfit. Maybe something warm for just this occasion.
Can you get a little mask and we'll start calling him Superbug?
Oh dear lord. You know what? I'm sure we can work something out.
Alright, this sounds great.
Because I just had the idea of the Bug
you
in
kinda
his own
just-
little jacket.
Yeah, you just kind of, swaddle Bug, and he's now a Bug burrito.
So,
A
That sounds
into
Bugrito.
the mountains.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Oh boy.
How far up do you think we're going? I just turn back and look at Zenrin.
The altitude is probably going to be quite high, I imagine.
I'm gonna name her
Right.
Pocky.
I believe that these coordinates are actually leading towards a hidden base that the Gun Knights had. Long forgotten, actually, but
Wait, Gun Knights? What are those?
It's
Okay, you see this guy, Zen here? He's a knight, and he has guns.
that
Knight.
is, I mean, that is simplest way to put it, I suppose.
Oh.
We are an order of gunslingers that sort of help protect the world in our own way. We have many of those individuals who seek out justice against any and all evil.
So basically, have you ever seen a Western and you have those sheriffs?
You know,
That's that.
I'm gonna say in Dragonborn. That's pretty cool. And I'm gonna leave.
Oh, you can speak.
Leave.
Wait, Moore's
Wait,
not.
Mose, you want me to come with
he
you?
knows Draconic.
Oh, he does.
Draconic.
Vincent raises an eyebrow, but like he's like, on the things I was expecting, that is not one of them.
I could have told you.
We're full of surprises. Sometimes we surprise ourselves.
Apparently.
Apparently.
Kind of reminds me of my old group back when I was still within the order.
There were others.
Oh yeah. I had quite a few people that I helped look over. Although, because I was getting pressured because of my last name being in the order, I left.
You know, one's name could definitely cause a bit of stress.
Yeah, I was just doing a job at that point, but
Oh,
others are
speaking
like,
of names, didn't introduce myself actually.
yeah, you're right.
My apologies. Xian Ravenloft.
He looks at you and he holds his hand out and says, "Nice to meet you formally, Vincent." And you already know the last name. You don't need to hear that
course.
again.
Of course. of course, just like when he first met Zenrin, he's trying to keep his excitement like low. Trying being the magic word, but
yeah, I think he can feel you sort of slightly just vibrating as he shakes your hand.
Yeah,
and
kind of.
he's like, he kind of mistakes that for like, are you like you being sick or something? He's like, you okay there?
Yeah. You know what? Let's go talk over there for a minute.
Fair enough.
So he just like points off to a different direction and walks off.
He'll follow behind.
Not gonna lie, super excited, like beyond the normal.
You can tell.
Otherwise, I'm fine.
You can tell that he finds a slight amusement in this. He says, "You know, I wish I shared that same excitement, but who knows? Maybe it might be rekindled. We'll see."
I hope so.
I had a feeling I had to come and do something like this again.
Again?
Yeah, Zenrin's been trying to get me to, you know, pursue this legacy. Because it's within my own birthright, I suppose. I don't want anything to do with it, to be quite honest.
Why not? I'm sorry for the questions. I'm just very curious by nature.
No, that's fine. No big deal.
Zen's a cat.
I wouldn't answer if you weren't Zenrin's friend. He seems to think pretty highly of you.
Oh.
The reason being is because I don't think some weird last invention is going to help pay my bills. It's not going to do anything for me.
Maybe it can do for you what I'm hoping that it'll help me with. I grew up hearing stories about Magnus a lot. That's why, I'm kind of self-taught in the gunslinger department.
So it's a passion thing.
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of impressed.
Such were the bedtime stories.
Most people don't willingly rush headlong into something that's as violent and possibly life-threatening as something like this.
As like being a gunslinger in general?
Yeah, it's not an easy business, kid.
No, the stories didn't make it up to me. But I think I have to hand that to my parents. Thanks to them, I came out a little bit different. The adventurous sort.
I guess that explains why you're a seeker.
I'm actually surprised at that myself.
Yeah, especially since, well, the last group of seekers were, well, they're all but disbanded at this point. At least that's what Zenrin says.
So I keep hearing.
I have no real relations with the Silverhands, but I don't mind helping him every once in a while.
Of course.
Right. And at that point, Kane comes over and says, "Yeah, we're about to head on out. You guys good?
I think we are.
All right, cool. Alright, so he heads over to the back to the towards the teleportation room. There's a bunch of different portals that you see that are being conjured by wizards, and inside it's almost like seeing a window into a another place.
It's a nexus.
Yeah, just this. It's like a big old networking system of sorts, and it's all of you are very familiar with it. Although, Bilge and Morse, I don't think you've been in this room before. I don't think. Have you?
No.
I wouldn't remember it even if we were.
Fair enough. So inside, it's like a big, wide open room, and you see a bunch of wizards and scholars, those who are the spellcasting nature, conversing with one another, discussing many things. Others who are conjuring teleportation portals to other places. And you can see many different scout and hunter here as well. going through these portals, jumping through, and a blinding flash of light in one end. Portal's gone, and another one opens up, and a few others step out. It's very busy here. And
Stop. Take me on, then so I don't break nothing.
Good. With that said, Zenrin sort of leads you over to this one part of the room in this one section. And he's talking to one of the wizards here. And he's, after getting done, it takes a few minutes as Zenrin starts to debrief you on what's going on. He says, according to the notebook here about what these plans are, there apparently seems to be some sort of mechanism inside this one room that'll lead us to this other part of the invention. However, it would behoove of us to be prepared for anything that may come out, and heaven forbid, we might see Altrax again. So, best to be on guard.
When you'd come back up, I'd be messing with Harmony.
Yeah. And if there's any questions that any of you may have, I'm willing to answer those.
If we do see Altrax again, what can we expect from him?
Nothing good.
So kick his ass. Got it.
You can try.
Don't baby us. We handle so
No.
much shit right now.
I felt something strange from him last time we saw him.
And Kane interjects and he says, yeah, that guy's exuding something pretty evil.
We fought a little infection of dragons. What else can kill us? Cthulhu?
Can we not bring an elder god into this? Thank you.
Yeah, let's not talk about the Illithid.
No, I said Cthulhu, not whatever the fuck you said.
So you said it was like evil, right?
Easy bells.
You know what kind of evil? Like if it was like a devil
idea.
on my head.
No idea.
That's the thing. I'm not sure, to be quite honest. It's almost like as if it's almost like as if it was some sort of morale change. Like his moral compass sort of did a 180, essentially. He went from being somewhat benevolent and kind and understanding to just cruel and, well, there's no other way to put it, just evil.
You guys think this might be something that happened, like, with Thomas?
That's what I'm thinking.
Doesn't feel the same.
Zenrin sort of looks like quizzically. He says, with Thomas, what,
I'm gonna quickly debrief. Well,
okay.
but let Zenrin know about what happened before.
He nods and he says, well, that explains why the research lab has been so empty lately. Would explain quite a lot, actually. Well, I'm certain that he is quite okay. I know him pretty well, in fact. He's resourceful. A lot stronger than he looks. That's... I would be lying if I said I wasn't concerned.
And we don't really, like, have any way of showing us what he looks like, so, like, we see that guy, fuck him up, or...
You'll know.
Oh.
Yeah, Vincent steps in and he says, yeah, you'll definitely know. This guy is just... exudes just... such a dickhead personality.
I can spy that a million miles away.
And Vincent looks over to you, Alexandria, says, sounds like you got experience.
Huh? I have no idea what you're talking about. Eat coffee.
You should be eating that.
Oh, right.
Yeah. You're gonna feel it later.
I'm stress eating, okay?
Stress eating?
Okay. So I'm gonna walk up to Alexandria, hands on either shoulder. Calm down. Okay? I understand. Your brother's not here, and we're gonna go find him. But, you know,
Yeah,
there's
Kane
other
kinda-
things to think about.
Yeah, Kane walks over and he says, "Yeah, I can't really make a lot of heads or tails of these ciphers. I'm getting closer, but I've been really busy on a bunch of other business around here. We haven't been able to get to it yet."
I'm about halfway done with those ciphers. I can show what I have
Oh, I'll have to compare notes then.
when we get back.
Yeah, and with that, the portal behind all of you opens up, and you see through it an image of mountains and snow.
You know, if I ever meet a silver dragon, I'm gonna ask him what it feels like to actually fly through this area. Yeah.
Kane says, "If you meet one." Never know, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Never know.
And the wizard says, "It's now open. You may step on through."
There you go.
Okay.
And I pull out 2 little kittens, like all the ice climbers do, and step through.
Oh, okay.
Let me put on my big jacket and Geronimo.
Yeah, Kane
jump
actually, like, jumps through it, like... he just sort of flips right into it. He's done
I
this so many
appreciate your
times.
words, Xian. But right now, we gotta go focus on this.
Right. After
And
you.
with that said, I push Tulius in.
No, wait,
Shit.
wait, my jacket. Jack, get on first.
I throw the jacket.
Alright, everyone's stepping
Do I just-
through.
Walk through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you...
And I
poke it?
jump through.
Yeah, Kane literally front flip through it. Like, he's done this so many times that, like, it does not even bother him. So. Let's see. Okay. I want everybody to roll Constitution. Everyone's gonna have a slight different DC depending on how many times they've been through this. So
Oh shit.
let's have some fun with this. Let's see what your Constitution is.
I'm screwed, I know it.
Saving throw.
Yep.
What's it up?
Oh, that's good.
23.
Oh, that's not bad.
22.
Proficiency. 23.
Okay. Very good, very good.
16?
Okay.
What was the other thing? Constitution?
Yeah, Constitution saving throw.
Okay. So total mine's 21.
Very good. Let's see. I think that's. Tulius, what did you get? Tulius, what did you get?
Oh, I'm sorry, 13.
13. Okay.
What we're rolling for?
This is
Cons-
Constitution saving throw, Jack. Going through
Oh.
the portal. You guys
Oh,
are
no.
not 100% used to going through this.
Well, that's a 5. That's not gonna be bueno.
Oh no!
Oh dear god.
No.
Okay.
Well, gotta have comedy one way or another.
And my constitution is 1, so that's just 6. So,
Yeah, that's okay.
so that's like
all of you-
stamping a band-aid on it.
As you guys go through this portal, it's like going through a roller coaster. You can feel your stomach doing flips as you're going through space and time, essentially. And then what feels like AC goes to blistering cold 1 second, and your vision is obscured by light, and then it sort of fades in, and you find yourself on top of these really cold, icy mountains now.
You're hurting me with words, Shane.
I'm gonna hurt you with more than words now because Jack, you feel like you want to throw up now.
I'm cold and sick. Oh.
You got a double whammy right now.
At least I didn't land nose first in this. Holy shit.
Yeah, and let's see. Bilge, you come out. You're perfectly fine. You still have your bug burrito with you, and your
Aw.
mittens.
Um,
You actually see Kane sort of like flip through and land, dismount perfectly on the snow,
and Snowball.
and the rest start pouring through the teleportation portal. And as the last one comes out, which is Vincent, the portal sort of shrinks behind and then gone. And now you're left on this trail up these mountains.
Cold.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
It's pretty freezing.
I survived. I can eat more Pocky.
Yes, now you can your Pocky steals one.
And,
But-
I should have brought 2 jackets
I'll buy you a giant box when we get back, okay?
and a barf bag. Oh.
and Zenrin looks to all of you and he says, "Well, it seems like most of you have gotten used to the teleportation magics." And then he looks over at Jack and he says, "Mostly everybody."
I think Grandpa forgot to take his meds.
I think so too.
Medication is indeed very important. And you can already see that Vincent's going on up ahead.
Xian goes to follow.
Alright. Going up these mountains are, it has a path. You can see that there's been some sort of path crafted, around here. There's a couple of bridges and some, metal signs that are leading towards somewhere. They do read in Draconic, and, it just says, like, caution on it. Sort of giving a warning to what's to come. When you start following this this path, however, both between the wind, the sheer icy cold going through, just chilling you to the bone, essentially, to all of you, those who are not used to the cold, that is.
I'm never used to cold.
It doesn't take very long to get where you're going, but because it's, to those who aren't used to this kind of weather, it's a really long 10 minutes. It's like the longest 10 minutes of your life so far. However, when you follow this path, you notice that it's leading into this sort of part inside the mountain. There's this gigantic double door that you find yourselves in front of now. And
Whoa.
Vincent steps in front of it and he says, "Yep, this is it."
There better be hot cocoa behind that door. I'm gonna throw a fit.
I second that.
So I'm gonna examine the door.
You can see that there's it's very ornate. It's like a silver steel door, and you place your hand on it, and it is definitely cold to the touch. It is quite freezing, but being partly of silver heritage, you're not particularly minding. But it's so cold that it does kind of burn your hand a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So, however, you can definitely feel the heft of this door. It is going to require a team effort to pull this thing open.
Okay.
So, who
I'll
is...
walk right up.
Yeah. You're going to try to open it up?
We can open this puppy up.
Okay. I'll say, because of like the way that this is all positioned, I'll say like 3 people can help pull this thing open. So, who are going to be the 3 people opening up this door?
It's everybody's strength.
Well, Mars, Bill.
I will.
Not me.
I think. Kane's got some good strength here. Hang on, let me double check something.
He's also an ice boy.
I'm a noodle right now, so.
This will be a athletics check too, by the way. He has
Athletics?
a +4 to that, so
Nope.
Okay, so Bill, Jamors, and Kane then?
Roller.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll provide moral support.
Moral support.
too.
Alright. So Bill, Jamors, go ahead and roll your athletics check.
Okay.
I have more roll just because.
Okay, that's pretty good. I'll
That's good.
roll 17.
Even though I have a 0 in
16.
athletics.
16? Okay.
I don't have.
A solid natural 1 from Build.
What?
Oh my god.
You know, I think I might actually roll that.
Well, open says me, says the bilge.
Okay. So here's what happens. Kane and Moores managed to get a good grip on to this door, and they're pulling, and it's not making a lot of headway. You can feel the door sort of moving, but not enough to make it, you know, pull outwards so you all can get inside. Village, when you go in, alright, it's village time, and you do that, and you try to grab on. However, you forget to take off your mittens, and you don't get a good grasp on it. You slip and fall on your ass in the snow.
Oh, are we like on a hill?
No, well, yeah, but you have enough room to like not fall over. The fingers you've used to time are too fast.
I'm just down for the count.
What?
Nice one.
Let him.
Yeah,
That's it
Kane
like
stops
that.
for a second. It's like, oh crap. Yeah, take those mittens off, man. You need to get a good grip.
I put the mittens in the back with Bug,
Okay.
and I'm gonna stab the pittons in the ground for footholds.
Okay. All right, cool. Let's try again, guys. Let's go for another athletics check.
And I'm pissed I fucked up last time, so I rage.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh my god, I can't believe I caught.
15.
Okay, 15. Kane didn't roll very high on that one. 12.
That's crazy.
What'd you roll, Bilge?
25!
Oh my god.
I went from a 1
he's a
to a
beast.
19.
I was actually possibly thinking that you weren't going to make it, but because you rolled that high, you basically carried. Yeah, so what happens is that you get angry, and you go in and you grab onto the door in this little grove where you can fit your fingers in. However, between that, your fingers are like sausage fingers, man. And it's kind of hard to like do that, but you push through the pain, and it burns. Like when you're holding this door, it's so cold that like it just burns your skin. But you push through the pain, and you just pull that bad boy open, and then you can hear it creak as the door sort of loudly opens and just echoes throughout these mountains. And you
Does it cause an avalanche?
no. And,
Wait, is this a lift open?
no, it's pull.
Oh.
And you pull it open with your combined strength, and now the doorway is open.
Huh.
And
Nice.
Kane's like, okay, it took us 2 tries, but we got it. And he steps on through, and Vincent does the same.
I follow.
Oh.
Alright.
Wait, guys, what if there's something in there? What if there's something in there? You know what likes to hide in caves just like this one? Bears, and I point to my tattoo.
Was it Vincent looks and he says, bears up this high?
Shh, polar bears! Get down.
Polar bears?
Can we stealth?
Yeah, you may stealth. Vincent will not, though.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that too.
Anyone who wants to stealth, you are more than welcome to, though.
I'm not gonna try.
Well, if you tell me to stealth, I'm gonna stealth anyway.
16.
16? Okay, very good. Anybody else willing to stealth, or are we just walking in?
I'm stealthing.
I got a 15 plus whatever my bonuses are. I have a shit ton of them now.
Are there any anything that stands out about this doorway or anything?
Plus,
Any landmarks?
You do see
That's
inside the
another-
doorway as your
that's
eyes.
a 23. You gave me the
You're good.
overpowered stuff.
You're good. Tulius, you do notice inside as you're walking in, you do see an archway down this long hallway towards another set of double doors. And these torches that are inside seem to be still going. They almost seem like, almost seems like something is keeping the torches lit besides just wood and a general torch. Something possibly mechanical. However, when you're going down this hallway, landmark-wise, you do see these archways as you're walking through, and they look like dragons that are sort of arching over this hallway.
Ooh.
Other than that, there's nothing else to sort of see. However, the ground as well too is very oddly polished. It's like as if somebody came in here with the Zamboni of some sort and just cleaned this bad boy up, and you can just sort of see your reflection as as you walk through it, and your footsteps sort of echo throughout this entire hall.
How brightly lit is it?
It's not
Like the
super
hallway?
brightly lit. It's just by torchlight. You can see, but it's your vision is obscured a little bit by darkness.
Right, there's a reason I asked.
I'm gonna check for traps. I don't like those dragon arches.
Okay.
I'm gonna look down at myself and go, "Hi, Bilge. Hi, Bilge."
Yeah, you can hear your echo, the voice of your echo sort of bounce off the walls, and you hear just "Hi, Bilge" back at you.
I'm going to take my phone out, and of course, documenting wise, just like a couple pictures of the archways with flash, because it's not very bright in here.
You can tell that the archways themselves, when you take a picture and you take a look at it, because I imagine your phone camera is not like mine and is a piece of shit. You do look at it, and interestingly enough, these archways do seem very dated and old. They have a little bit of rust growing on them. However, it's surprisingly not a whole lot, and they still look pretty nice considering the age.
Right. Okay. And then after I'm taking a few pictures, of course, of the tops and the bases, I'm gonna turn on my flashlight just to add a little more illumination.
Yeah.
It's
Also,
not
very
much.
interesting about these archways is that these dragons, they are. I forgot to mention that they are indeed Western. So they have, it's like your traditional winged dragon, but they have their claws out. Inside the claws is those torches, those braziers that has the fire coming out. And it's just a long hallway of just those.
Do I need to make a roll for the trap check?
I guess you may roll. I'll say that would be, I think that would be a general perception check, I think.
Perception? Alright.
Yeah. Or investigation. I'll say investigation, actually. Oh, investigation.
Okay. I'll do that one. That's a little bit better. Not too much, though. 14.
Cautiously, you approach the archways and take a look at the metal statues as you take a closer look. Interestingly enough, though, they just seem for decoration. You don't sense any traps.
Alright.
As you're doing this, I might mention that Vincent is already like halfway through the hallway. He's just walking through. Whoa.
New phone, who this?
Who this?
It like hiccuped, and I missed half of what you said.
What was it? Vincent's already halfway through the hallway.
Alright.
And we're pretty sure that there's no traps here.
Yeah, he doesn't seem quite bothered by that. He doesn't think there's any traps.
Okay, so
He seems to know his
Xian's
way
gonna
around.
move up ahead.
Surprises me, the hidden antagonist, yeah. Okay.
Xian's gonna move up ahead to join in.
Okay. And,
Oh no, Alexander, why are you planning?
listen, I was not expecting this either. So anyways, you're catching up to the Vincent, and you can tell that he's actually kind of like enthralled by the sight of this hallway. It almost seems like as if whoever made this had gotten inspiration from like dwarven architecture, just inside the mountains and such, or possibly
Swanky.
even gotten dwarves to build it.
This guy really likes his
It's
dragon.
Marvel to behold, isn't it?
Vincent looks up and he says, "Yeah, you're kind of right on that, actually. I kind of don't want to admit it, but it's nice."
Man really likes his dragons.
This is the first time I've actually seen architecture like this.
And what was it? Kane catches up to you, Jack. He says, "Well, yeah. I mean, he was a dragonborn. It's kind of his thing, right?"
I mean, yeah.
All of you sort of walk through this hallway, and you reach up to another set of double doors, smaller than the last pair, but still quite tall. They definitely reach up about nearly 15 feet high, and they are made of just pure iron. They're heavy. So, Kane says, "All right, I think we may need to do another teamwork poll here."
Oh,
Boy.
okay.
And DC will be lower this time, but let's see how well you guys do.
I almost want to check to see if there's a hidden
Is Bill
lever
helping?
or something.
Is Bill helping with this as well too?
Yeah, can I use the spear this time since my fingers are sore?
Oh yeah, to use the spear of rhyme calling.
Yeah.
Yeah, you may. Well, I'm not sure how I'd feel about that, but you never know. No, it's fine. Ooh, hot damn. Okay. All right.
19.
19. Kane got 22.
On the side,
15.
15. Okay. With your combined effort and strength, you manage to pull the door open once again, and it sort of slides against this the floor, and it may have to yeah, it's disconnected again. What the hell?
Intermission.
Possibly. Because the scene is about to change. So if you guys need a moment to
Skyrim loading screen.
Oh no, here we go.
Yeah.
We're good now. Okay.
I do, and
Alexander says yes, my plan works.
your plan was thwarted, sir.
Man, why you gotta be like that? Anyway.
I do have to pee though.
Okay,
I'll be back to
why.
yeah, so the door will open and intermission while we get to the next scene, guys.
Oh my god.
Ooh. And this is why I'm going to kill Alexander.
I'm losing my shit. Internally. And you know why.
We're yeah, well we're not done yet.
Oh my god.
We're gonna get to the good part.
Wait.
Can't believe
Are either of these two-handed? I've
can't
never
believe you
thought.
pulled that in the beginning.
That's funny. I caught that on
I'm just gonna silently lose my shit throughout this entire one. Fuck.
That's a possum.
Warhammer. There is not. And where is a spear?
Honestly, can't believe you pulled that in the beginning.
Wait, what was that?
I can dual wield the build hammer and Ryan spear and just yeah.
Oh my god. I mean,
I
technically.
can roll 8 damage die
Oh, what?
Oh my god.
because I have advantage on 4 attacks. I mean, not 8 damage, 8 attack die.
Good lord.
What's your attack type?
The D20.
What?
Like, roll to hit, I'll have 4 attacks and advantage on all. So I'll roll 8 D20.
I don't know a person alive that has 8 of them. Well, hold on. Wait a second. I'll take that back. Hold on. That is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
I have found some cool ass mount
7,
scratches.
8, 9. Holy shit, 10.
Wait,
Oh.
wait, what are you doing?
You know, you guys are like
Hold on.
big old D&D.
I said that I don't know a person alive that has 8 d20s.
Oh.
I'm counting out how many I have. I'm at 10.
Yeah, I don't have the 8 d20s either.
Do you want
11.
more?
Well, what was that, Sebastian?
Do you want more?
No, hold on.
I think I'm good.
Sorry, dice noises.
Because
Well,
I actually visited this place one day. What's it called? I think it's just something called We Play Games, with we being WII. It was a pretty cool store. It had all the gaming stuff. It had indies, you got your tabletops, your collectibles, your games.
What store? There's
We
two.
Play Games.
7, 8,
We being
What street?
WII.
12,
Shit.
The Nellis or the Sahara?
13,
I think it was near Sahara. I forgot, damn it.
I like the one in Sahara.
Yeah, that's the one I go to.
Yeah.
Okay. I take back what I said. I have 14 d20s.
Jesus, dude.
I like
I've
7.
only got 11.
That is a bit much.
No, that's from different dice sets, and a couple of one of them belongs to my dad. And no, it's not his red one.
Hello? Oh, fuck.
As much as I would like to have his God Killer
Hello, guys, I gotta get the trash.
D20.
Go ahead.
Yeah. As much as I would like to have his God Killer D20, it's getting me if I touched it. So.
Killer D20?
Yes, God
it?
Killer. It's a black
Color
and red D20.
It's a black and red?
Solid black, red numbers.
Oh, ooh. That's nice.
It's his favorite.
My dice is red and black. Where is it? Let me find it. Let me find my my lucky die. That's not it. Yeah, it's red and black, and the numbers are gold.
Nice.
Yeah, here it is. Cool as fuck.
That is pretty cool. Hot damn.
That's excluding the 2 metal ones.
Metal ones look nice.
Oh yeah, nice and hefty. Only when they roll.
So, if Moors as a Blood Knight had to drink blood, does Xian as a Gun Knight have to start eating her pistol?
Can I hurt you?
Doesn't quite work that
I don't
way.
think they'll taste that good.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned.
One way to find out.
I wouldn't recommend that.
And you can just try to eat a gun.
I'll warn you, I'm becoming increasingly accurate with my revolver, so...
Don't aim it at me. I didn't do none. I didn't do none.
You're innocent, for now.
Sweating guy meme.
How much does a bullet cost? Like gold-wise, how much does a bullet cost?
It depends on what gun you're using it for. I can tell you though. So, say for like, if we're just gonna go with Xian's stuff, the ammunition for his revolver is for 4 gold equals 20 bullets.
4 gold, so 20 times 20. So I can replicate 500 pieces of your ammunition. It won't save you the 100 gold, but it'll save you the time of having to make 500 rounds.
Oh, that's really heavy. You could actually do that, and also whenever Xian makes his bad news, or Discord, as I believe is what he's calling it.
Oh, I can sneak into his room, steal the gun, and make a replica for myself.
But
I'm going to hurt you.
It's bad news is basically like a AMR. It is a sniper rifle. And
that's it, man.
Yeah, my character Magnus actually has it, and it is really nice because it's 2d12 damage.
So, you need a spotter?
You could.
Yeah, this beautiful thing he's gonna create is actually called Discord. It's gonna be the twin to his revolver.
Hello?
Hello.
Beautiful.
Oh, you don't have to be so nice. What I miss?
No, I was just talking about some gunslinger stuff that, like how much bullets cost and stuff like that, because, Ian asked. So is everyone back?
I'm not. I disappeared.
Oh, shit.
I'm not.
Wow.
I
Well,
got this
can you
again,
tell
like
me? Can
that.
you tell me if your husbando is, you know, not there either?
Yeah, let me go pull him because he's just. Hold on.
Okay.
And that's why Nerf guns exist.
Oh, I can take his Nerf gun real quick. Hold on.
Shoot him. Betray him.
Tell him it's D&D time, bitch, and then shoot him.
See, what you do is you sneak up behind him, say it's all ogre, and then shoot him in the back of the head.
Hold on, I got the perfect thing for this. Hold on, I've sent this before, but
It's
I gotta find it now because it's in like my 200,000 different.
Shrek has just become the ultimate meme, hasn't it?
I think I'm looking
I
for.
still need to get a dice down.
Yeah, here it is.
I'm so glad my mic is muted. Otherwise, you would have heard me freaking tripping over the trash can.
oh no!
Oh, this
Stealth check ruined.
nice dice.
Yeah, this is kind of what I imagined what it would look like on.
Terrible assassin.
My god, nice.
Okay, is everyone here now?
I believe so.
Hayden, did Rose shoot you?
Yeah.
Oh, I apologize. That was my suggestion.
And mine. I'll take it away.
I told her to say that it's D&D time, bitch, and then shoot you.
Oh, no, she didn't actually shoot me. It's okay.
Okay, alright.
Aw, weak.
Gecko.
Okay. So everyone's here now?
See.
I heard that.
Why is this so loud it was heard through my mic?
Is everyone here now?
Yeah, I think everyone is. Bilge, are you there?
Hi.
I'm dying.
Oh no.
Oh, please no.
Don't die. We need
I'm gonna use my paladin thing. I'm gonna drop all 30 of it on Bilge.
Oh, lay on hands? You're gonna touch him inappropriately?
Yeah. No, I'm gonna touch him appropriately. I'm a paladin. Free of sin. As I laugh.
Exactly. Okay. We'll move. Hold on, I gotta make sure that, oh jeez. Hang on. I gotta reload.
I started laughing and coughing at the same time. That hurts so bad.
I think I had
Don't
a hiccup.
multitask that.
Okay. I need to grab everyone's icons now. I knew I was forgetting something.
Squeeze.
I pulled a big old dingus move.
You're not a dingus. Shush.
But I am.
Shush.
Okay. Oh, I am just missing the Muhammad brothers. Okay.
Ow.
Just adding your icons to the
Oh.
part.
Oh,
Namazu.
no.
Wow. Okay.
Are you guys into that?
Okay, are you...
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Alright, so, back to the thing here. So, what happens is next is that when you pull the doors open, you are left inside a very large open room with a high ceiling. And you see that there's some balconies and such as well, too. However, the most interesting part, when you go in,
Oh dear God.
is this.
Chessboard.
This looks like a big old chessboard.
Oh, wait a picture.
Oh dear God.
I hope the game is checkers, because I'm really bad at chess.
Checkers suck.
No, there's just a big old neon sign that says
Rose?
fuck checkers on it.
Rose.
Thank you.
Rose.
No.
It immediately runs towards it.
Okay,
Don't.
so inside here you see what looks like to be a chessboard type of layout here. In front of you, Alexandria, you notice that there's a big white block of stone.
Ooh.
It's about 5 feet upwards. It's just a big solid block. You look to your left and right, and you see suits of armor with different colors to them. There is one that is they all like blackened armor, but they have different trim and different colors. There's one. Hang on, let me grab my things just to make sure I have everything right. Yeah. So there's one over to the left-hand side at the bottom. That's red. The other one on the right-hand side is purple. You look over to the top right-hand corner, and that is blue. And the last one on the left-hand corner is green.
So the 4 colors we have are
Suspect. Can
So,
you repeat that?
yeah. So, this one down here is, I think I said it was green. Hang on. No, red. This one down here is red. This one down here is purple. This one up top is blue. And this one is green. They all seem to be suits of armor as well, too. I'll go ahead and like screenshot this as well too, so that for those who are having difficulty seeing, I will show you what it looks like. I think not all of you are in Roll20 at the moment. Something happened.
Are we missing Bilge?
Yeah, we're missing Bilge.
Bilge.
And we're missing Jack too.
Yeah, and Jack.
15.
What happened?
You don't seem to be on Roll20. So this is the room that's that you're standing before.
And I am Roll20 now.
Yeah, you're in Roll20. Okay.
This is some weird chess thing going on here.
It's not even a complete set, even if it is chess.
Kane looks at it, he says, don't think it's necessarily chess, but I think it's sort of based around the idea.
It's definitely a puzzle. Oh boy.
Like,
I'm gonna set this one out.
Okay.
You guys do the brain work. I'll do the smashing.
Can you do the scouting work?
No.
See what's going on around here for any clues?
Oh,
No.
I can't see.
Oh,
I'm not skipping.
Not even for that limited edition Hello Kitty plush?
Oh, you evil.
But, excuse me, I already have 2?
But this one literally just came out.
Is it the one with
Watch it
the
be from like
frame?
eBay and be really bootleg.
Let me see it real quick. Let me see it. Do you have a picture of it? I need to see it right now.
Yeah. Hold on, I got you. I walk
Oh
over.
lord.
Hold up my phone.
Oh, going for the full.
Yeah, I already have 2 of those. Get out of here.
You heathen.
You called me the heathen, but yours is.
Kane actually sets up on the board here.
I'll have you know, I had to go through a lot of.
So he looks over at the suit of armor itself and he says, "Yeah, that's a suit of armor, all right." And he looks over towards the center of the board as well too. He says, "Okay."
It's wood.
Yep, it's wood. No, that is definitely metal. You can you actually notice, Xian, that Zenrin's going through that little notebook, and what was it? He stops at a page, and he says, "It's in Draconic again," and he slides it over to you.
Take it from him.
Okay. You are reading this this journal entry, and it is indeed written by who you think it is. It's a journal entry depicting this idea that Magnus had, based on an idea thanks to a friend of his. He mentioned is that the room you're standing in is for all intents and purposes, is indeed a puzzle. However, he says that the suits of armor need to be moved in a certain way. They need to correlate with the center of the board. However, the trick is that they have to be pushed in one direction. And the thing is that they will keep sliding until they hit something solid.
Oh.
How'd you figure this out?
Oh, I love these things.
Puzzles.
And
well, how do you find that out?
also in the journal, this was also written in bold. I'm not sure what bold Draconic would look like, but it seems like it's very important. Xian, it says that the big note here is that anyone can solve this puzzle, but only those of pure heart will be able to make it through A-OK.
Oh. Well, that changes the game entirely.
So, coming up with that information, what do you guys do? Kane steps down next to you, Tulius. He says, oh, this will be fun.
So they can be pushed. And they'll keep going until they hit solids. That's why the white blocks are there.
Wait, this is a sliding puzzle?
It's a sliding puzzle.
Yep.
Then we have to find the end goal.
Well, sure. I mean, how hard can this be? And I'm actually gonna lean on this.
When you lean on it, you could feel it move, and then you fall straight on your ass, but you see it slide all the way this way. And it gets this.
Ah, Jesus! Where's the reset button?
You idiot.
Kane just like face palms. Oh, jeez.
Now, quick question: is there like a raised rim around the chessboard, or is it just like is it set into the ground?
Yeah, it's set into the ground.
Okay.
The fuck is
Okay,
this?
so if it hits the wall, it won't go off.
The fuck
Inside the
the
center.
fuck is that? The fuck is that? What the fuck is
Jag, let me explain so you can find out what the fuck it is. Anyways,
Let me sit with
so
Bob.
inside here in the center, you see that there is actually a pillar. It's not very thin nor very thick either, but it's a stone pillar that sort of raises upwards about 20 feet up near top the ceiling. Do you imagine this is a landmark for the center of the board?
Oh, well, it's not the center, but where did the...
Gramps, you found something?
Well, we got a middle stick.
Oh.
Hey,
Here.
Wait, so the goal is to get it to the center?
You also
Can
take
I?
a look at the real quick before you jump into that, Morse. You notice that these squares next to you, you have a feeling seeing the colors around the square, is that's where you need to place these statues.
These ones?
Yes.
Wait, what?
Oh, I see.
Hold on.
We have to put them where?
Okay, you see those
These-
squares with the black borders?
These ones right here.
Pings for days.
Just start
I
right.
have
Wait, which one?
an idea.
Ping it again?
These, this,
The ones with
and
the black outlines around them.
Oh, those four in specific?
Yes.
the ones in the corner surrounding this weird black thing over here.
Okay,
Okay.
so another question: how much room is between this one that Tulius unceremoniously pushed and the block?
Wait, hold on. What's that? What was the question?
Okay, so is there any room between the suit that
He pushed.
Tulius leaned
Yeah.
on and the block? Is there enough for like somebody to step between and push it the opposite direction?
Not quite.
Not quite. Can it be pushed in the opposite direction?
It can be, but you feel like that you may need to like reset it. does seem to be a mechanism probably somewhere to help you reset the board.
You know what? If Tulius didn't push this, we could have easily put this one in its place.
Well, first let's find the mechanism.
Okay. You can
I
roll,
get the
you can roll
feeling-
investigation check for anyone who wants to find out.
Investigation?
Yeah.
I want to roll investigation. There gotta be a.
Might as well fix my own mistake.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh! Nat 20.
Nice.
Do I have a bone? No, that's insight, not investigation.
Yeah. What you
I rolled a
roll?
19 though.
I'm sorry, Tulius, what'd you roll?
She did much better than I.
Okay.
I rolled a 19. I don't know what to land.
Okay, I'll just say both Jack and Xian, you definitely figure out that the pillar has something to do with the reset. Specifically, Xian, you do notice that there seems to be a dial sort of stationed near the base of the pillar, and if you turn it, it'll reset the board.
Okay, so I'm gonna reach out and turn the dial.
Okay, you place your hand in sort of like a crab claw formation on the dial. You put your claws around it and you turn it, and for a minute it's kind of dead silent, then you hear what sounds like gears turning, and then Tulius and Kane notice that the suit of armor here is actually sliding back into position, and,
Whoa.
and stops right in front of your face, Tulius. And Kane says, "Huh, neat."
Hmm.
Well then.
And I push it. Hold on, wait. This way.
Wait,
Okay.
so will they stop as soon as they hit their mark? Like as soon as they hit the black
I
square?
think I can figure this one out.
Yeah, so
Whoosh!
you push it, and sure enough, it slides this way and it hits the stone block and stops.
And push!
And you're pushing it forward?
This. Hold on. Let me get this way. Yep.
Okay. You push it, and it slides this way. And when it does, it sort of rotates, and then you hear a click. And Vincent looks to you and he says, "I think Gramps just figured it out."
Well,
Can I push this?
Yeah.
No one's
Where
not.
are you pushing it? Just down?
Yes.
Okay, you push it down and it slides over a little bit and it hits the stone surface. The stone
To be
block.
honest, this
And
reminds me of the few
push
video
again.
games that I managed to figure out to
Okay.
play.
So you're pushing it this way?
Bugs.
See?
Okay, you push it that way and it slides across. And then it
I
hits
wouldn't hate that.
this here.
And push this way.
Okay, you push it down, and sure enough, just like as before, it kind of turns around, and then you hear a click. It seemed to have worked.
Oh,
okay.
oh.
Okay, I see where this is going.
Alright.
Yeah.
Other two. That's gonna be. These two might be tricky, but it's gonna require a lot of.
So, okay. Alright. I'll take the bottom one here in center.
Okay.
I'm gonna push it this direction.
Pushing it that way? Okay.
Mm.
The stone, or not stone, I should say, metal suit of armor responds as you push it, as it glides across the board and it hits the stone surface here.
Wow. Just like when I was a kid. Okay. Next set, I'm gonna push it into this one.
Okay. Once again, slides all the way until it hits that surface.
Oops. I have to switch. Haha. Taking out where it's at. Okay, I'm going to push it to the left.
Okay. It slides over 5 feet and it hits the surface once more. And it comes to a stop.
And then to the north.
Okay, you push it forward. Doing as it once was.
And to the left again.
Alright, you push it, and it glides past
Ooh.
the spot, and it stops where the other suit of armor is.
Huh. Interesting. Okay. Let's see here.
I think you, I think I know how to solve that one, and you goofed it.
It would help if you'd speak up. Besides, I wanted to try a hunch. Alright, I'm gonna look at how everything was done, because I was watching everybody as they moved the other two.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna turn around and I'm like, okay, everybody take a corner. Like, those who need to, like, Alexandria, take the upper left.
So Alexandria and Tulius take the upper corner. Okay.
I'm looking at his left. Left. Jack, you're fine where you're at.
Here, I'll go around the upper side.
Okay. So this is over there. Jack is there. And then either Morris, Vincent, or Kane can take the bottom.
Okay.
So we go on E3.
Okay.
Okay.
Which one?
The only spot that's not touched.
Alrighty.
Okay. Everyone ready?
Right here, right?
Yep.
Alright. And I'm gonna reset the puzzle.
Alright. You turn the dial once more, and almost like as if time is reversing, you see that the suits sort of go back the way you pushed them. And eventually they all come back to the same position that they once were.
Alright.
Okay.
I think I know how to get this one. Here we go. Push it away.
Okay. Jack, you push it this way as Zenrin watches it glide across the floor.
Okay. Thinking. This way. This way. No. See.
The rest of it. I heard the Jeopardy music. I'm hearing the Jeopardy song.
That's the gears turning in Lemon's head.
Jack, you didn't really bring the remote control with you, did you?
Well, yeah, why?
Oh my god, it's his lucky charm.
Good place to do it.
He's really
I think I figured out the trick to it, but Bill's just too stupid.
I think I have as well.
Oh yeah.
The downside of playing a dumb character.
I
love these puzzles, but they take me for fucking ever to figure out.
I already figured out the bottom one.
It's funny because I have the solution right here that I made.
Of course you did. If you didn't,
You're
then
damn.
It's just kind of funny because like,
Okay.
Well, Lemon is figuring that out. Xian still has the journal, right?
yes.
Okay.
Are you looking for anything in particular?
Not quite. More like just reading the passage over, like the idea behind the room.
Yeah, you take a look at it, and it's a lot of it is I'm sorry, Andrew is sending me something. So as you're looking through this journal entry, you're saying you're looking for like the idea behind the room, like what made it?
Pretty much, yeah.
Like the history, behind it, yeah.
History, yeah.
Okay. Magnus mentions something about a companion of his that gave him the idea for this. He said that he wanted to make something in which it wasn't too easy to figure out, but there's also a nuance to it, which is also something that a companion of his helped him create. So this is the work of 3 people. Him and 2 others that are left unnamed.
Huh.
Probably some smart people.
And of course, I wouldn't know anything beyond the, like, story-wise, I wouldn't know anything beyond himself and the party he was with, correct?
Yeah, no. This.
I think I know how to solve this one.
In fact, this is actually a lot different from a lot of the stories you've heard. You've heard Magnus work with others before, but, like, these sound like people that he was close with.
Okay.
And you've never heard of anything like that before. Okay, so, Lemon, what are you doing?
I'm gonna push you this way, good sir.
Okay. You do that, and it glides across the thing once more. Also, to answer your question, Bilge, you can roll an investigation if you wish to find that out.
Oh, good. Investigation. Ooh, it's a plus 15.
Ooh. Wait, it's a 15?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Bilge, you sort of watching your friends work with this. You managed to have, I guess, a Jimmy Neutron brain blast and think about what you were trying to do. And you came up with the idea that being able to move one and then push another one to basically make its own blocks. You feel as if that could actually work.
Oh, I instantly shoot up, guys! Alright. So I don't really, the colors are kind of confusing when I look at it too long. But, like, what if you move a statue to a certain spot and then push the other statue into it? It'll stop instead of having to move it to the blocks. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, gee. That's kind of...
That's ingenious. Did you hurt yourself?
Hold on. Yeah, let me see. Which one of these statues we may have to move?
Yeah, Kane's like, actually, that is probably one of the best ideas you had yet.
Wait.
I don't know, but I figured out the other one though.
Wait a second.
You want to switch, Grams?
I think I swear I think I've done enough these kind of puzzles enough times. I just figured out what to do. Shit.
Oh wait.
Because I feel like what we had before would actually help.
Right.
I'm taking great joy in this right now, just saying.
I can tell. So what if... Then...
Huh.
I love these puzzles, but I hate them. It's a love-hate relationship with these.
Okay, you know what? Let me try if my solution works for this one.
Oh God, I figured it out. You still just solved it.
Okay. I'll push it this way.
Okay.
I'll be back.
Okay.
Oh my God.
See, this is what happens when you min-max a character. Anyway.
So,
Watch, his next character is going to be a genius.
Yeah, right. So
Jack, next session is just a puzzle game in
D&D.
D&D.
So when you, Jack, when you push this suit of armor this way, it does stop at this point due to the fact that it has no more track to run on.
Uh-huh. Alright, and then we're gonna push it. This way.
Okay, so you push it this way, and it stops at the block once more.
Yeah. That's my running sounds.
Perfect.
Push it this way.
Okay, you push it this way once more.
No.
Push it. If I want a puzzle I can fucking solve. This way.
Okay.
No.
Hmm.
And then this way. No, fuck. This
No.
way.
Okay. And it stops here at the pillar.
Wait.
Yes.
Oh,
I push it this way.
Okay, hang on. Alright, yeah, you do this. And you push it down, and once again it stands at attention as it clicks. And stands in place.
Thank you, Solitaire and more. The only computer game I can actually understand.
Wow.
Alright. Worse?
I think everyone has at least had one computer CD that was just a bunch of
Oh.
games.
I figured it out.
I'm gonna go right here.
Yep, I got it.
Well, more is I kind
And
of
I'm
saw.
gonna punch it that way.
Okay.
Punch it.
Wait, are you literally punching it?
Well, I'm, just light punch to make it look
Okay.
like I'm doing something cool.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Mainly for
Yeah, so
For me.
you go ahead and give it the Bruce Lee 1-inch punch, and it slides this way and stops.
Now I'm gonna go over here. Excuse me, friend.
He steps aside.
And then I'm gonna do the same thing.
Okay. You push it
And
forward,
knock it. Yeah.
and it stands at attention, turns this way, and you hear another click. Okay.
Nice.
Kane's like, yeah, I think you guys are making some real progress here. I think I got it.
I'll go ahead and shove mine down this way
Okay. You push it down, and it stops.
and continue forward.
Alright, you
This
push
way.
it this way, and it slides. It stops at the block once more.
And back down. Straight home.
Alright. And it slides this way, and just like the other two, turns, stands at attention, and hear another click.
Hmm.
Let's see.
Wait, but the last time that I went through.
Oh. Oh.
Easy, Village. You're gonna hurt yourself.
Wait, hold up. Alright, so I'm gonna push it. Hold up. Three!
There's only one way you can actually push it from that spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not.
Alright, I'm gonna push it this way.
Okay, so you push it forward, and it slides. Hits the block here.
Oh, wait, no, hang on. I think I see a problem here. Alright, go ahead.
Okay. And I push it down.
Alright, you push it down, and Tulius, you are now stuck between a
A
metal,
rock and a hard place.
a rock, and
Yep, I'll go ahead and shove it this way.
Alright, you shove it that way. Once again, slides across the ground. It hits this point.
Let's see, and I push it down.
Okay. You push it down, and it slides like butter into this point. Like good old-fashioned butter. And it stops at that point.
I believe we just made the same mistake again.
No. Let me.
Wait, is there some way Bilge can help?
I hope so.
I don't know.
Can I push it this way?
Hey, Bilge. Okay, go ahead. Run on over to me real quick.
I'll go run it.
I have no idea what's going on, so I'm pushing it this way.
Okay, you push it this way, and it stops at this point.
Why not?
And I'm gonna push it up.
Okay, you push it upwards. It slides that way.
Oh, hold on.
And
Hold on. Wait. Wait. Alexandria, move.
boop.
Okay, what are you doing,
Boop.
Xian?
I'm gonna shove it that direction.
Okay. Just as before, when Jack pushed it all the way to the edge of the board, it stops because it runs out of track.
And then I'm going to shove it north.
Okay, you push it up north once more.
Left.
Okay,
Oh, I
slides
see.
this way.
Wait a second, because there's no room between.
Wait. But there's a thing over here, right?
Yes.
The
there
problem
no-
is that if I pull the same thing we did before, that. Okay, so.
I mean, we can.
Theoretically, there wouldn't be any space between them. See what I'm saying?
Down here.
Hold on, what are you doing, Alexandria?
No, just suggestion.
Okay.
So pushing it south and then over to.
Pushing it south. Push it over here. Boop. But I don't know about.
He was in the right
Theoretically,
area before.
but if you pushed it through, then it would slide all the way.
I have a theory. Do you think you can get it back here? Why am?
Back there.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, actually, you're in a good spot. Push it that way.
Okay, so let's see what happens.
Place your hands once more on the suit of armor. Cold to the touch, but it slides across and stops at the block.
Okay. I push it this way.
Okay, like as if having a game of catch and pass, you then take the opportunity to push it, and it stops at this point.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Is there enough room between the suits of armor?
Unfortunately, there is not.
Shit.
It was in the right area before.
That was the theory. That was the theory. Oh, shut up, Alexander. I'll throw a brick at you later.
Can we pull it?
No.
Can I?
It can only be pushed, as you can tell.
Let me pushed. Okay, so.
Watch out, guys. Throw the board.
Alright.
Resetting the board.
No.
Resetting. Wait, what's up? Come on.
Any objections before we reset the board? I was
Wait.
just saying he's
Give me
just
one.
crying.
What?
I'm so mad right now, yo. The first time I ever had a dumb character.
Like I said, watch, your next character is gonna end up being a genius.
Well, at least you're dedicated to the role.
Oh,
Alright.
my god.
Try it again.
Okay, are you... hold on, give me a second. Are you guys resetting the board?
You good, Alexandria?
Yeah.
Alright.
Let's go do the top right one first, then.
Alright.
Okay,
Resetting.
once again, placing your claws into the into the pincer formation. You turn the dial, and once more, just as if time is going in reverse, the suits of armor change back into the same positions that they once were.
Hold on, I'm gonna throw something at Catboy. Okay. So let's start with the top right this time, like what Alexandria said. Let's start with top right.
Top right, okay.
Swear to God, I'm gonna kick it.
Don't hurt yourself.
Okay. So, how are you going about it? Are you kicking it?
No.
Okay.
Just gonna push it.
Because that'd be disrespectful. Alright, so you push it, and it slides across. Slides like butter.
Alright. And down?
Down. Once more. Tulius, it's now in front of you.
Yep, shoving this way.
Alright, you do that just like a pass.
You know what? Just get it to here.
To here?
Yeah, just get it to the point where it's like this. I have a plan.
Okay.
And maybe we need a strong boy.
It's supposed to get here, right?
Yes, here.
Right here, right?
I think I see.
Easy.
No, I think I see what they're trying to say. Because if you push it
Here.
the same way,
Here. Here. Here.
But it passes it.
It'll stop.
it'll end up in this spot.
Bilge, I need your strongness.
Ugh. I'll
Push
go
it
run it
down.
up. Oh, fuck.
What do you...
Pushing the statue.
Alright,
Pushing the statue down.
I can't
stand right
exercise
here.
my hair watching this game. It just kills me.
Stand right here,
Oh
Bilge.
wait!
Oh, wait. I can do it. Oh, it's so hard to control. Oh, Mr. DM, can you move me there?
I'm sorry, where?
Right here.
Yes.
It's so hard. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Get your shield ready. Let's see if it works.
No, I don't
Let's
want my
not. I
shield
know
yet.
exactly.
And I'll put the shield on the floor next to me.
Oh, okay.
Don't ding up the shield, please.
Yeah, I don't want him to get hurt again.
Guys, I'm gonna. You know what? I'm kicking it.
She kicked it.
Okay, so you kick it down, right?
Yeah.
Instead of lightly pushing it, it sort of like wobbles a little bit as you push it. But it makes it down.
This is my punching bag right now. And click that way. Not kicking it this time.
Okay.
Not kicking
You're
it.
just pushing it now.
Yes.
So sideways to the
Yes.
left. Okay. You push it that way.
And pushing it up.
Pushing it back up.
All right, Gramps.
Alright, Bilge. You're gonna beat the roadblock. Count to 3.
Oh dear God!
3. No, wait, shit. I
If
stopped.
this fucking works,
Bilge,
I'm gonna throw something.
get your hard body ready. I'm gonna push it to you. In 3, 2, 1.
And right as he says one, I cast shield effect.
Okay. He slides it over and it comes barreling towards you, Bilge. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh.
Make it.
Oh dear. Oh, that's only a 14.
This is what happens. So you prepare yourself and you're
Oh,
ready
shit.
for it. Unfortunately, it barrels past you and you fly sideways and it just pushes right past you. However, when it
Nice
does
job.
that, you see that it turns to attention. Oop, and it clicks.
Does my... Oh, what if... Alright, what if we swap me with one of the statues right here, and then...
Actually, I think I just see another solution.
Yes! Oh,
Bilge, I think
Tulius?
your goof just gave me an idea. Tulius,
Yeah.
I'm getting off
ahead.
track.
push it this way.
That's a good idea.
I pick up my
Okay,
shield.
okay, so you push it.
Bilge, you can step out of the way now.
Bilge, up here.
I can't. It's so hard to move.
Okay. You go into Xian?
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Thanks for taking on the team, dude.
Cheating the system.
Okay.
If you place it here, though, it's gonna get stuck.
No. I got this. Push it this way.
Okay, push it down.
Alright.
No, wait. Wait. That's... Push it this way. This way.
It's gonna get
And
stuck.
push it.
No, you can't. It'll be the same thing as what we did before.
Yeah, 'cause this guy.
No, right. So, if we have me there, and we can get another and push it there. Instead of me there, we'll have a statue there this time and push a different statue.
How about a better idea?
Mm.
Okay, so go ahead and push it down, Tulius.
Alright. Yeah, I go ahead.
Okay. It slides this way. Downwards towards the block.
Okay. Bilge? I think it just clicked. Go ahead and resume your area next, like diagonal from this one. Here.
Hold on, what are you doing?
Wait, what?
I'm instructing Bilge to go. Here.
Okay. Bilge, do you
Right.
follow?
I think I see what you were trying to do.
Yeah.
Oh, crazy. Okay. Jack.
Yep.
Push to the right.
Push to the right. Alright.
Yeah.
Push it.
Okay, you're pushing it. Push it to the limit, and you slide it across the floor, and it stops.
Push it.
Okay.
Wait, I should be on the other side.
No. No. Don't move. I'm gonna push it south.
Oh, you're pushing it south?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's
Please.
you push it, and it goes 5 feet down south, and it stops at the other suit of armor.
Okay.
And it's now staring at Bilge.
What are you staring at?
Hold on a sec.
It does not respond to you.
Here.
Oh, you're too cool to talk to me, huh?
Here.
Kane's like, it doesn't
Well,
talk
fine,
to
I
you.
turn around, cross my arms.
Kane just calls from down to the bottom of the board. It doesn't talk, dude.
Yeah, I know. He thinks he's better than me.
You just. Vincent takes his glasses off and he does what all my NPCs do at points like this and just pinches the bridge of his nose and it's just.
Okay, hold on. Slay.
This one didn't click, right?
That one did click.
It's in place.
It is in place.
Oh.
You can use the suits of armor as extra blocks.
Oh.
Why are you owing now?
Oh. Hold up. We done goof.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, can we give the good old Bilge Classic a try?
Bilge classic?
The Bilge Classic.
Alright, I go around to the other side of this statue. Let's give Bilge's idea a shot.
Do you remember that there's no space between whatever you push that to?
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't push it down.
Uh-huh.
Push it forward.
I push it forward.
Okay.
We will
You place your hand
turn it
on
out, and it's just this one
suit of armor.
statue.
and it glides across the floor once more. Alright, stops.
Push it down.
Okay. Jack, push it south.
South. So, alright.
Okay. You push it down
Push it.
south. And it
Push it down south.
moves about 15 feet downwards and just hangs right there, waiting for the next direction.
This Magnus guy must really like his puzzles.
You know, if I didn't know any better, I would say it's just a thing, but,
You didn't know any better, you say what? No?
I'd say it was, just a Dragonborn thing. Dragonborn.
Yeah.
I thought Dragonborn things were like, I don't know, collecting. I don't know about Dragonborn.
We're complicated.
Hey man, that ignorant.
We're complicated. Let's just go with that.
Like, how much of a dragon are you, and how much of a people are you?
Half.
So, do you have like small collections?
I'll answer that later. Alexandria?
I'm ignorant.
You so ignorant.
Any ideas? Because from here we could go either right or left. So I don't know. Anybody?
We could get it into here, but then we have to
You recall what happened when we pushed this guy into the other one? They stopped.
Yeah, we have.
Can I go back in time and make Builder's intelligence better?
I'm surprised you have.
All you have to do is go to the man and he give you a headband of intelligence.
Please.
If I get this wrong, I'm so sorry, guys. We might have to reset. I'm gonna go do a thing.
Hold on. Hold on.
Please.
Wait. Don't. Wait a second. We can't push it that way. No, we can't push it to the right because you get stuck.
It's back.
So it would have to go left.
Wait.
Oh, no, it would have to go this way.
Push
Yeah.
it this way. Push it that way. Push it this
Wait,
way.
no,
This way. Push it this way.
I will say
Jack.
you could possibly try something if it was to get. I'll say this: if it were to get stuck in between spots like this, perhaps you might be able to find a way to sort of jimmy rig it to move.
So what?
No, we're gonna solve this puzzle the way it's meant to be.
Possibly, or is that a certain yes it could?
Oh shit, you're right. If we push it here, I can't push it this way. God damn it.
Wait, if we push it where?
This fucking puzzle.
We can jerry rig it? From where?
Because we were trying to push it.
If you were to get stuck between something, you could try to.
Oh yeah, I most definitely solved it.
But- Okay, hold on, wait. Yeah, even then, let me try this way then. This is gonna be a very roundabout way, but yeah, push it to the left.
Okay. I
Okay.
want to try anything.
You're gonna push it to the left.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So it slides over this way, and runs out of track, but it stops. Sure enough.
Okay, and if it works, we push it this way and it will stop in front of this guy.
Yeah.
So push it south.
Pushing it south.
You go ahead and place your hands once more on it, and it slides downwards, and it does stop indeed at the suit of armor.
Right. Okay. Now if I'm right. Okay. Alright. Morris, do you want to push it or shall I?
You know what? You can. I have no idea what's going on anymore.
That's
I
okay.
think he fried himself.
Alright, push it. I'm gonna push it this way. No, wait, fuck, wait.
Okay. What are you doing?
Okay, no, on second thought, someone push that statue out here. Push it forward.
Okay, I'll push this one to the left.
Okay. It glides across
Okay,
the
good.
floor.
Now I can push the statue that way.
Okay. You go
Fuck
ahead
off,
and
you.
you push it this way.
Boot it.
Do you actually kick it?
Would
No.
that do anything different?
No,
Oh no, I'm
please
just
don't
asking.
kick
I'm
it.
just asking you. How are you doing it?
Why are you asking me? Okay, you know what? Fuck it. I kick it.
It
No.
Away with you.
it glides across the floor, but it wobbles a little bit as you do so.
I'm getting out of the board.
Okay.
Can we
Then yeah.
be gentle with these things, please?
Right. Zenyan. Zen.
That name works just fine. It seems you have quite a trouble speaking it.
Push it forward. Would you
Okay.
kindly?
Okay, sure. I don't know why I
This
feel
is a
suddenly compelled to do
Bioshock.
so. As he pushes it.
Just let me use that word.
This is a
Okay.
Bioshock.
Zen, push it that way.
Okay, so I'm gonna push it to the left.
Okay, you push it this way, and it stops here.
Push it. Okay, somebody push it down.
Push it down.
Okay. It slides downwards.
Push it
Alexandria.
this way. So this way, please.
Going for it.
This way. Forward. I mean,
Yeah.
to the left.
Someone's
Yeah.
gotta push it.
Left.
Okay. You push it. Xian?
Up or down?
And then someone push it fucking up.
To the north.
Okay.
Get
Push
in
it
there.
upwards, and sure enough, it stops with a resounding
And then
click.
slap it, giving it too much trouble.
Just
Okay, genius.
Oh my god, that was the most roundabout way to solve that one. Now we can solve the other two the normal way. God damn. That was a brain tickler. Okay, push it this way.
okay. You push it this way, and it goes up.
What's on?
Oh yeah, I have to push it that way again. Okay, so I push it. Oh. Xian, if you mind, pull it that way. Watch out for the...
I'm not about to get my tail caught, thank you. So we're pushing it towards the edge.
Okay. You push it towards the edge, and it runs out of track, but it stops.
Wait! I can't. We can't push it. How do we push it down here? If it is here.
Oh.
That is indeed the question.
That is the question. Consider the following. Consider the following.
I keep forgetting the wrong rule and it fucks me up.
Consider the following. Fuck you, I'm Spider-Man.
Okay, do this way, and this way, and this way. It'd just be stuck because we can't push it this way.
Exactly.
So if I push it this way, it'll be here. If I push it up, it'll just go up. If I push it back, oh. Can't push it. Once it gets in the corner, it would just be...
Hold on. Fuck me. I saw it.
Can build yawn and be like, you know, I think if I let a bug out the sack, this would have been solved already.
I don't think Bug has the intelligence to figure out a...
Probably be quicker than this. Oh.
Zenrin, can you step back, please?
Oh, of course. He steps off the board. What shall you do?
Okay. Alright, so let's push it...
Wait, hold on. Do what now?
We're gonna push it left.
Okay. Push it, and it slides over here.
Okay. We're gonna push it down.
Okay, you're pushing it down.
Left again.
Left. Alright, you push it left.
Hold on. Okay. This one. Morse?
Huh?
Could you push the one near you to the right?
To the right. Alrighty.
Alright, yep. And go ahead and push it to the right. And it stops at this block.
Okay. Well, here. And that one. Push this one north.
As you do that, it slides across. Stops at the block once more.
Push it right.
Okay. You push it right.
Down.
Yeah, you push it down.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Right.
You're pushing it right.
Up.
And you push it upwards and it stops at the pillar.
No, I can't do that.
Oh shit, you're right.
Hold on.
God damn it. There's always
Hold on,
that
hold on.
one slow
Hold on.
shit.
Shane, I hope my suffering pleases you.
Greatly.
I'm pulling hair out.
Please don't.
I'll wait. I'll wait.
What?
No. I'll wait until you guys can figure it out.
Regis, I'd like to phone a friend.
About ready to take that position.
I'll need some divine intervention for this.
Okay.
I'll need some divine intervention for this.
You push it. 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 You
Bilge,
I wish.
ask your god if he can
I
solve
wish
puzzles.
so hard
Praying intensifies.
Ask
for
Bahamut.
some
You
kind
know
of
my
insight.
God, I can't even do that.
Yeah, seek guidance from Bahamut.
No,
Praying
I don't need
intensifies.
that song stuck in my head. Please. Left or right, it's gonna continue to slide.
Wait,
Fuck.
Folks, I think we're
top?
dumped once again.
Kitten. Oh, God.
It's because they won't immediately stop once they hit the platform.
Right. Keep on sliding.
Right top.
Yeah, I think.
May Bilge ask his god for the intelligence to do this.
I wish that was the way.
Give me a quick minute. You feel Bahamut say Nabra, and what you're left with.
My mom right here, she'd figure it out easy.
Maybe you can suddenly be a guiding voice in our heads.
Okay.
Hey guys, I'm gonna take a nap while you guys do this.
Sure, we'll dump ice cold water on top of you. Or better yet, we'll get Vincent to rig on you. That should wake your ass up.
Sure.
My attempt at humor. It failed.
No way that we can stop these things from moving once they get going.
No, I don't.
The only thing that is
Well.
push it. If we put, let's see,
I hear laughing.
It's me.
I noticed.
It was me.
God damn it! We can only push. There is no fool.
Unfortunately. If it were that easy.
Or wait a minute, can we?
Oh.
But then they will go blah, and then
Making noises. It's adorable.
Is there something I can do?
I think at this
Got any ideas?
I have it, but I
One bug maybe you can use.
Oh dear. Wait a minute. No, I lost it. Clicky clicky. Meh.
I'm just talking with Ivan about this.
Oh my god.
we need something to stop the fucker. And a way to push it back.
To answer your question real quick, Bilge, yes, Bilge, he's not entirely brain dead. He's just a little special, but he does understand, like, the premise of this. You're not exactly sure about how it works necessarily, but you know what the objective is and how, and what to do to try to get to that point.
Oh, so Bilge knows, like, what he's doing.
Yeah, you understand that pushing these things and putting them onto the spots, it's very simple. It's a very simple concept. you don't have to be a super genius to understand it.
Alright, you see Bilge let out a little fart.
Oh my god.
Alright, so I think if Xian pushes her statue to the right...
Her. We're gonna have a talk, big guy.
His. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm tired.
I understand. Okay, so pushing it to the right, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna push it to the right, okay.
And Mr. Silver Scales pushes his statue up after Xian moves. Yeah.
I'm not losing scales.
So you're instructing Vincent to push it upward?
No, the one that he was right on.
Oh, he wants... Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. And he says, very well then.
Why do I feeling that we're just doing the most roundabout way to solve this?
And then Xian pushed that statue to the right.
Oh, that...
No, the one that he just pushed up.
It clicks into place.
Yeah.
It cannot move.
Oh, it can't...
Yeah.
You place your hand on it and it's like solid. It will not move.
Well, if we reset it, I can solve it.
You are
Village, if you resolve it, I will buy you a buffet at McDonald's.
I don't know what McDonald's is.
Go to McDonkeys.
I buy you
all the bacon ever.
Like 10 Happy Meals.
No.
10 Happy
Yeah, like 10 Happy Meals. If we can solve this.
You are free to do what you want now.
Alright, reset the statues.
Roger.
Okay, Xian, you do it once again.
Alright.
Oh.
And as just like before, these statues move back
Alright.
into place as they once were before.
This whole entire time, I've been trying to do all the paths and everything.
Alright.
I can smell the smoke.
Captain, push your statue down.
Alright.
Okay, you push it downwards, Tulius, and it stops 5 feet
Push the
ahead.
same statue to the right.
And I swear to God, if it is the one I just figured out.
Yep, you put a little heft to it, and it glides across the ground.
And then push it down.
Alright.
And you do that, and it turns around, locks into place.
Wait. Does that work? Ding. Fuck, I had to figure it out.
Remember, we can only push, and once they hit the base, they will lock in place.
Alright, and then Alexandria. Push yours to the left.
Kicks it.
Okay, you kick it,
Why are we
and it
kicking these
wobbles
things?
once more.
Yeah. Cap knows what's going on already. And then push it down.
Sit down.
Okay, he
Go
pushed
to
it.
the right.
And just like a pass, boom, boom, alley-oop, there it is.
And then push it down.
Pushing it.
You push it downwards.
And to the left. Oh wait, I can't. Does the column take up the entire 5-foot space, or can I shimmy in between it and the statue?
You're too big to do it, but somebody who is a little smaller, a little more lean, could probably do so.
Who's the smallest here?
Alexandria.
Hi.
The
That's the
small.
prophecy foretold.
Oh,
Alright, yes, so this should definitely work. So push your statue to the left, Alexandria.
Push.
Okay, to the left it pushes.
And then push the statue up.
Okay.
Push.
And then to the left.
Push.
You take it back, Daddy. Alright.
Oh, remove Bilgy from the map.
Okay, where you want to roll?
Alright, anywhere off the squares.
Okay.
Okay, so then, Grams, push your statue to the left.
Oh, alright. Push.
Here, you push it.
And Kane, push it up.
Okay, and just like that, place his hand up, and push it somewhere.
And then someone push it to the left.
Actually, he mage hand it and just like pushes it. Just because it
That's
can.
a nifty little spell.
Okay, so what do you, who's pushing it again?
Okay, once we solve this, we will go to bed. Okay, so I got like 30 minutes left to do this.
Okay.
I'll push it left.
Okay, you push it left, Xian.
And then push it up.
Okay, upward.
Okay, push it up.
And then push it left.
And left once again.
Alright, you push it left, and it turns into place, locking
Okay.
once more.
Now.
Oh, I gotta do that one first. So we can't fit in between two statues, but we can fit in between a wall and a statue?
Not the wall and the statue, although with certain spots you possibly could, but again, you need to be very kind of small to do that. And Bilge, with you and your physique, you are not able to do so.
Physique-wise.
Oh, okay, yeah, this should definitely work. Okay, so Alexandria, you think you can shimmy all the way around and squeeze your little arm in between the pillar and that one on the white square?
This one?
No, the only one that isn't locked into place.
This one over here.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, the middle one.
The one on the white, yeah.
Oh, the one in front of me.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then push it like up to where you are from in between the pillar.
Oh, okay. I'll just be here.
Okay, roll me a dexterity check for me, please.
Oh, lovely.
Come on, it won't be that easy.
12.
Okay. Yeah, it's a very tight fit, but you're able to fit between both the pillar and the suit of armor. And you feel as if you don't have enough room to really push with your arms, however, you can with your legs.
So you're telling me that I can kick it?
I mean, I said push, not kick, but hey, you're free to do what you want.
I'll just push it.
Okay. You use the pillar as leverage, and you push it, and it, sure enough, slides this way.
Alright. And then you think you can do the same thing and get it moving to the left?
So, putting yourself between the suit of armor and...
I take Alice off my shoulder and give it to Xian.
Thank you. Sets her on my head.
Alright, let's go.
Okay. Roll another dexterity check as you try to squeeze in.
18.
Very good. Yeah, you're able to. You got the general idea, and you know how to do it, and to not get yourself stuck. And you get in, and you are now able to push it. Your only way to push it is this way.
Push!
Okay. Yep. Slide it that way with your feet, and it sure enough it slides.
Alright, so then now we need Bahamut, bro!
There he goes.
What?
Can you kindly push your statue over by you upward?
Push it.
Okay.
Okay. You push the statue upward.
Boop.
Okay. You move it,
Boop.
and it slides across.
And then, can you run up and push the same one to the right?
You get that big boy hustle, and you push it over to the right.
And then Alexandria, can you push that same statue down?
This one?
Yeah.
Push.
And you push it down.
And then can you push it to the right?
Boop.
You push it over to the right.
And then can you push it up into the pillar?
Boop.
And you push it up to the pillar and it stays in place.
And push it to the right.
Boop.
You boop it that way and it stays there.
Wait, this way should... Alright, so then this one's annoying. So I'm gonna run over to the statue all the way on the left and push it down.
To the left, you're gonna push it down?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you push it downwards.
And then run over and push it to the left.
Left, okay. You push it over to the left and it stops.
And then run up beneath it and push it up.
Okay, and you push it upwards.
And then Moles, can you push it to the right?
Yeah.
With such enthusiasm, he pushes it to the right.
I'll run over and push it down.
Okay. Go around and you push it downwards.
Push it to the right.
And you get over and you push it more to the right.
Push it up.
And you push it up and it hits the pillar.
Push it to the right.
You get over and you push it to the right and it stops.
And then Xian, would you mind pushing the one free statue down?
Yep, push it down.
Okay, you push it downwards.
I'll do it.
And then
it's kind of like watching.
It's a shuffleboard.
As you guys sort of like look and are doing this, you're seeing like Kane, Vincent, and Zenrin kind of looking at this, seeing it slide across like a bunch of cats watching a toy roll around.
It's official. Dragonborn are like cats.
But the other two are humans.
Just kind of like, well, Zenrin's an elf.
Yes. Okay, Bilge.
alright, so push it to the left.
Okay. Pushing it left.
To the left, and it slides across here.
And then I will let you have the honor, Xian. Push the same statue down.
Pushing it down.
Okay.
Okay.
Push it to the right, and I go running off the map.
There you go.
Which direction?
Well, holy fuck.
Over by Moors.
Okay. By Moors. And you push it upwards. And sure enough, it locks into place. And that is it.
Jesus fucking
As
Christ.
it does this, everything just sort of, you hear what sounds like gears and such inside the walls sort of turn. And then parts
Get
of the
my
boards,
knuckles ready.
parts of the board starts to glow as it sort of, you see the lines sort of the outlines of the squares sort of form. And it sort of trails from each corner to the center. And you see the pillars start to glow this sort of neon blue as well too. And with that, it almost sounds like something is sort of moving.
Sound of what?
Sounds like something's moving. And it's quiet for a second. And Zenrin looks around and he says, I believe you just solved it. What was that?
I don't know.
We didn't came for a light show, did we?
Can I have Alice back, please?
Hands Alice back.
It seems like really awkward silence, but then on the sides of the walls, behind Bilge and Moors, Tulius and Jack, you do notice that something seems to be sort of moving and shifting, and as it turns out that there's panels behind you, and they turn around. Hang on.
The fuck?
Alright.
Don't touch anything.
And when you this time, hang on, it's being a bitch right now. And almost like one by one, more suits show up.
Huh.
Oh,
Oh,
jeez.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And
Magnus, if I find your corpse, I'm going to slap it so hard
You won't touch it.
I'm going to slap it, Xian.
And,
I want to slap the man.
And with that said, interestingly enough, it's again really quiet. And as you guys look towards the suits, they all sort of inside the helmets, and suddenly you guys sort of see glowing eyes in them.
Oh.
And interestingly enough, the ones from the center, their heads start to turn. And the one that you kicked, specifically Alexandria, looks towards you.
Oh no. See, I told you shouldn't kick things.
I kicked one too. Which one did?
Yeah, this one sort of looks at you, Jack. And now you guys honestly do not feel safe. And I believe that's
Magnus.
how we're gonna have to end it, because holy shit.
I regret nothing.
I swear
Magnus,
to fucking
why
God.
Do we, when we solve a puzzle, the reward is fucking death?
Oh god, they're all Volses!
Yo!
Oh no! Oh no!
I don't feel safe anymore. Nah, I don't feel safe.
One of them really is Volves. He switched into their armor.
Oh dear God!
If one of them...
Come on. Yeah.
Hopefully they don't pull out guns.
When I say upgrade Vols, I didn't mean like this.
Yeah.
Oh no. Well...
Oh, guys. That was a really roundabout way of solving it, but you fucking did it. So.
I'm surprised that they stayed intact after each of you did kick them. Like, seriously.
Well, they're super
Yeah,
hard.
that actually is a really good puzzle, yo.
On a track.
Very nice.
I came up with it while I was at work, so,
I should have
Over the
known.
course of watching them squirm, I saw like 3 different ways to solve it. I was like, oh.
So, listen. Ivan came up with a solution. Almost. He came up with a solution, but it wasn't perfect. But he was really freaking close. So, it was, oh man. Just, mwah. Fucking top.
Can we see what the original solution was?
Yeah. So, I mentioned this to Ivan earlier too, is that I kind of goofed on the solution because, hindsight's 20/20, but I can show you how to solve it. So this here was the original solution that I created. However, there was one thing I goofed up on, but it can be easily fixed. It's the so everything here was very simple. It was I made one of them a bitch though, and I knew that one was going to be the one that threw you off. So the idea
I fucking knew it.
Yeah, the idea was that I wanted you guys to sort of find a way to cheat the system a little bit. And it was either going to be Alexandria or Xian to push it from the pillar and the spot there too.
So I was right, the one that we had before, it was correct.
Wait, your solution doesn't work.
I know, like I said, I goofed it.
Oh, that's where at the end.
Yeah, but it can be solved. So take note of the one on the blue. It's the one that you push it down from the corner. It would go to the bottom, but you can push it sideways to the right, then back up, and it would hit the suit of armor of the red. Then you can slide it down, or slide it right, then down. Then you can follow that path, and it would work again.
Oh, it would.
Yeah, so like I said, I kind of goofed it, but you can still see that there is a solution there.
That would be way too hard to draw anyway.
So that was a puzzle for you. Yeah, so I hope you like the little puzzle here. There will be a fight next session.
3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Fuck.
I'm suddenly so much more scared of dungeons, realizing that the monsters aren't my fear. It's the puzzles.
I'll have to come up with some new ones as well too, because
No, don't!
Yes, do.
Please!
I found Bilge's weakness. Thinking.
Apparently that's mine too,
But no, this was a simple one that even Bilge could figure out. He just had to watch and observe a little bit. Like I said, he's not entirely brain dead.
no. Well, he's got some smarts.
He's got some smarts. It's still in there.
Oh, and you owe me this weird McDonald's.
Well, yeah, you're gonna have to pay up, Grandpa.
That's gonna be like 10 Happy Meals, my dude.
I'm so mad at myself. What we
Don't
had
worry.
before, it would have worked.
Yeah, see? I had a feeling you would goof it, because, like, I would do the same thing. I was thinking like you guys would when I made it.
Yeah.
It was just the fact that if two of them were together, how are we gonna do that? And then Bill was just like, hey, you're small, go through.
Well, he did mention something about jerry-rigging it.
Yep.
There you go.
I regret I regret kicking him. And I don't regret kicking him. Oh my god, I'm so tired. I'm gonna go to bed now.
Yeah, it is quite late.
That's how it goes.
Yeah, so it is late, so I don't blame you guys for wanting to go to bed now. It was a great session. I'm glad that we were able to get back into it, and we will begin once again next week. Same time, same place, and with a fight on our hands next. So.
Have a safe flight, Ivan.
Yeah, have a
Be safe.
safe flight, my dude. Enjoy yourself. And when you come back, we'll have our own little adventure that you'll be at the helm of.
Got it.
First, we gotta get.
Don't get any snakes in your boots hacking.
Alright.
And
Good night,
make sure
everybody.
the water hole is not poisoned either. Anyways, so.
Good night.
And as always, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah. One quick thing before we go. I'm going to try to see if there's a way to. Well, I know there is a way, but I'm going to work with it on streaming to Twitch as well too. For anyone who likes that service better, you can catch us there later. I've got to make sure that that's all set and straight though. And then afterwards, we'll go from there. And I'm still coming up with the stuff for Arc 5, so it's going to be a fun one. Until then, we'll catch you guys next week.
Bye-bye.
Have a good night, everybody.